All
right, I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna put me a book up.
What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Sean, aka Stay Puff 1983, and welcome to another Saturday of chatting with the comic book community. Right now, it's myself, and I have my esteemed guest, as the always reliable Jeff Comic 813. What is going on, bro?
Okay, not much. Just showing off this AOK from Steve, but it's actually a Vampirella Jenny Frison, so a Frison cover.
Always love the Frison covers.
Yep,
great covers. And of course, I have Stone Cold Steve in the house, ready to deliver stunners. What is going on, bro?
That man just let me put up this book I scored last week at from the Secret Society, or Gauntlet Comics. I'm not sure, but it was Hialeah's people he deals with, and they gave me a good deal on this. Yeah, was it Gauntlet? This Gauntlet Comics. Yeah, got this Spider-Man 29.
Awesome, bro. So how's it been going with y'all, man? Outside of, how was y'all week?
Not bad. Worked really hard, but not bad.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of driving. I drove up to Gainesville like 4 times this week. And then on top of driving to Miami and back with Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know that Miami trip was amazing. Seeing you guys down there, it just pumped. It got me more excited for MegaCon when the picture is going to be like freaking 30 of us, man.
More than that,
man.
Yeah. I know. Hey, it's not everybody's going to be there on specific days. So you might get a picture of 20, you might get a picture of 30, you might get a whole damn picture of the entire class.
Yeah. We're going to have to sit out in the front of the convention center just to take one big one, one huge picture.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to try to make a time to do that, while everybody's there. So what you been doing this week? You been doing anything, Sean? What's been going on with you?
Well, I showed you what I did off air, so I'm not gonna.
I know that.
I'm not gonna show those off, but they will be shown when I jump on Tony Sanders' The Hunt. Because I got to defend this championship belt. Tough league. I'm gonna have them all bask in my glory.
I think the Biggie Shaq, once he notices this is live, he's got some books that he's got recently. He'll probably
because he was just live too.
Yeah,
I sent him the link, so if you want to jump in there,
I want to see a close up picture of those D-Rump labels. Those things are fire, dude.
Yeah,
he's gonna sell the crap out of them things, man, because they're fire, dude.
Hey, there he is right now.
Look at, and there he is. Just when you mention him, he senses it and he comes in NWO style.
NWO style. Biggie Shaq, he's watching Little Shaq, so he's not gonna be able to be on right now. But if you get free time, cause we be going 3-4 hours, so you got plenty of time. We got Hialeah.
Yeah.
Got Hialeah. What's going on? I'm surprised he ain't changed his name to Hialeah Krent, bro. But that's just
Hialeah Krent Master.
We've been ragging on him all week.
Yeah.
So, but he said he'll be prepared come MegaCon.
Yeah.
The pain is real.
So, what's up, Cookie? Just for the little podcast.
What is up, Cookie?
What's up, Cookie?
Man, it's gonna be fun, man. Got aggressively relaxing. He is aggressively relaxing today, watching the show. So, let's get into our first topic. The importance of comic books in life, education.
Golly, I swear, man.
And media.
I gotta jump out real quick. A phone call knocked me out.
All right. And this is like a continuation from what we talked about last week on our comic book origins.
Yeah.
When it comes to how we got into comic books. And now today we'll just talk a little bit about how important it is to not only life in general, but to education when it comes to young folks, and media when it comes to how media exploits it for movies, TVs, and stuff like that. So for me personally, comics has been a huge part of my life since I was a kid. And I always said that I got into comics thanks to my aunt and my father and stuff like that, always reading comics and stuff. And comic books is important because you start, when you read them when you're younger, you don't really understand fully the grasp of the story, but you kind of understand characters, and you get some character motives and stuff like that. And as you get older, you start realizing how these stories play out and how, they teach you something, how important they are to, in terms of human life and stuff that really expands your mind.
Especially remember those ones, Sean, like the drug issues and the alcohol issues.
Yeah.
Because you're a kid, you don't think nothing about that, but when you get older, you're like, yeah, now I see what they're talking about, how that can affect you, and you can get hooked on.
And even as a kid, you do get some grasp to it that you understand what the message is.
Yeah,
we all seen the commercials when we were kids, like this is your brain.
Yeah,
this is your brain on drugs. So you're like, man, if that's my brain on drugs, I damn sure don't want to do drugs.
Nope.
And comic books can have that educational factor that actually helps you realize that this is no good for me. That they're explaining it to you, and it's like life lessons. And you read it, and it's a lot of adults going through adult situations. And you're reading it as a kid and you saying, how can I apply that to myself as I get older? Like you get older and you say, hey, I remember this situation from when I was reading the Spider-Man comic, or I read X-Men, stuff like that. X-Men is basically based off the civil rights movement of the 60s, the 50s and 60s. So there was like real life situations and they used that as a basis for the X-Men. So that was a huge part of how reading comics got you to expand your mind and see how comics can mirror situations in real life. Got Fuchsia in the chat. Good afternoon.
Yeah, what's up, Fuchsia?
So what's your thoughts on that, from what I was saying before we get into the media side of it?
Yeah, I mean, all kind of comics do that, man. I mean, everything. You see all kind of situations, the good, you find out, oh, there is good and bad people out there everywhere you go. And especially, like you said, the civil rights movement. I mean, you don't think about when you go back and look at it, you're like, wow, man, that got characters like based off of, I think one was based off of Malcolm X.
And Martin Luther King.
Yeah. And
Professor X.
I mean, you really don't think about it as a kid, but when you go back and look at it, man, you really find out that comics are complex, man. They got a message, man. A lot of people, they're just something to pass the time. They're just little kid stuff, but they're not, man.
Yeah. Like there's some deep stuff back in those old comics.
Definitely, man. If you go back and go, man, this wasn't what I thought it was.
And go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, like I said, if it wasn't for comics, my dyslexia would be a lot worse. Honestly, my dyslexia and everything would be a lot worse if it wasn't for comics. Because it actually got me through stuff, man. I used to be bullied all the time because I couldn't read. So if it wasn't for comics, that would be way worse right now. That's
where I see comics as an important part of education. As long as the book is appropriate for a young kid, you can always use it as a basis to teach kids how to read. Kids who struggle how to read books, put a comic in there, and while it's artwork driven, there's words in there, and they have to read it to see what the characters are saying.
Yeah, because you can let a kid pick a book. You know what I mean? When they want to read something, and if they pick a comic, they pick a comic. Everybody's got to. You feel comfortable reading them. A lot of it, you got to pick what's interesting, and that's what's interesting. A lot of kids, they love the comics, man.
Yeah, and comics sooner or later they're gonna branch out into novels and stuff like that.
Exactly.
That's why libraries have some comic graphic novels. You know,
Yep.
because kids can go in there and pick them up and read them.
You see what Big Will's doing? He's trying to get. He got those trades from everybody. We all sent him some trades. He's going to try to put them in the library and see if people actually take them out. He's kind of doing like a study on it. It's pretty cool. I want to see how that turns out.
Yeah, I think it's a great way because Big Will did a video on that too. You know, where they talk about how important comics is to educational and how it teaches kids, you know, how to read more and improves their reading skills.
Yeah, you know, when you used to get the newspaper, you go to the comic strip, you know, Heathcliff, and you wanted to go to Peanuts and all that.
Yeah,
you read, you read, you wanted to see what's happening, man.
Yeah, that's why I post my favorite comic strip was Curtis. You know, that I post every Sunday. I used to read all those comic strips, but I always love me some Curtis, man. That'd be the first one I read before everybody else.
I loved. See, y'all are old. You know, you might not remember Beetle Bailey that much, but they.
I remember Beetle Bailey.
Peanuts, but
Blondie.
I loved Heathcliff, man.
You got Heathcliff, Garfield.
Yeah. Garfield.
Blondie. I mentioned Blondie.
Yeah.
You know, Calvin and Hobbes. I read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes, man.
Now, Calvin and Hobbes was right up there. I loved Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Look, I read a lot of them comic strips. Hagar, the I forgot his name, but Hagar, the barbarian character.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
North, that was awesome stuff. But
Calvin and Hobbes was my first comic, man. Like my uncle would have Calvin and Hobbes comics, like graphic novels. So those are my first comics that I ever remember reading at all. So
yeah, Calvin was always in some trouble. Boy, he was devious.
Yeah.
Calvin's that one kid, you know, you better not turn your back on.
I think you said, how about the comic code stuff and rotting your mind? Pretty crazy history. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A comic code.
Yeah, they use the comic code as a way, like you go and read some of those EC stories before the comic codes.
Yeah.
Yeah, while they're horror driven, they're storytelling at its best, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, there's certain things that may affect the child. That's why you gotta look at what you have before you even give it to them. But at the same time, when they get older, they'll have a deeper appreciation of some of them adult themed stories. Because I'll tell you this, as a kid, I couldn't stand Robin. Because I didn't want to see kid versions of the adult characters that I'm watching. You know, I wanted to watch Batman. Yeah. Even though I liked the 66 Batman show, you know, and Batman and Robin, at the same time, like, man, Robin's such a douchebag, you know? He's like, oh, Batman. I want to see Batman. You know, as the same way when it came to comics, like I like to see the adults do adult things, you know, do superhero stuff. You know, when it came to the kids, I was like, and I'm a kid. I just don't want to see it.
Sean, I went back and watched the first Batman, and Robin was too young to go in the club, so he had to sit down in the car. He could go your ass in the car. You're not old enough to go in, Robin. You can't do that. I was like, what the hell, man? He's a crime fighter. He's got to go in there. He's sitting in the car, listening to the radio, got an antenna up there trying to listen to what they're saying. It was so damn funny, man. What's up, Kyle? Seen him last night, man. And he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, he said comics helped me as a kid on my reading and my drawings. And that's another thing. You know, it makes you want to become an artist. You know, you look at comics and you see that beautiful artwork, whether it's Kirby, whether it's Gil Kane, whether it's Romita Sr., and you be like, man, I want to apply my trade into artwork. And that's where you see kids develop, you know, their own art styles and become great artists. So, you know, that's another thing of how important comic books are to our youth.
Shoot.
Sometimes I do get a little hypnotized, can't lie. Yeah. that artwork is, especially when you read Doctor Strange with Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, that artwork is just mesmerizing. Like the way that Ditko drew Doctor Strange and the worlds that he went in was just like so mesmerizing. You're just amazed by the artwork that he put on the pages.
Yeah, Ditko was awesome, man. Ditko did some good drawing, man. He's good.
Yeah,
got
man.
me a bunch of Ditko. So Sean, what you gonna get signed at the MegaCon? We know LeVar Burton is number uno. what else are you maybe thinking about getting signed?
Well,
they're adding a bunch of people now, boy.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting that Teen Titans 44 signed by George Perez. I put that in the MegaCon chat. That's one of my books I'm gonna get signed.
And that MegaCon chat goes beeping so much, man. I'm missing text messages from my wife because I'm like, man, that was probably just MegaCon. She's like, man, I sent you a message. Did you want me to bring you something to eat? Man, I missed dinner because of the damn MegaCon chat. I said, damn, man.
I know, man. I have to put it on mute, but I still go in there and check it out.
Yeah, I don't mute my. So we was sleeping this year. Ding, ding. She's like, God dang. I said it's gonna be like that all night long because this chat contains people from all over, and they're up at 3 a.m. because it's only midnight there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to start it so get everybody at least involved. That's why I added Great Legend.
Yeah,
and, he DM'd me saying, hey. He added me to the chat, be a liaison and stuff like that. So my brother didn't mind me removing him because he barely participated. So, but I added Legend. He was awesome.
I added a couple. No, Sean, do I?
We have to limit now, bro.
Yeah, we would, but I didn't realize it was a limit. So I'm like, man, shit, let me add some people Sean don't probably remember. But I added Rob Worst, which he participates a lot. So
yeah,
and
it'd be some great topics too. It'd be some great topics.
Man, I just don't want no one to feel left out. You know what I mean?
I know that's why
if we have to make another page or another one, we'll make another
chat. We'll make another
cross people up or whatever.
Yeah, like whatever we share on one page, we share to the other. 31.
31. Damn.
Yeah. That's a pretty odd number too.
I know we're at that limit.
We're at that limit. I DM'd Nebulous Flower.
Yeah, Nebulous Flower.
She says she's waiting to see what her funds look like before she decides if she want to go or not.
Yeah, I did. Me and Jeff did see her at TFCon.
Well, I wasn't sure whether I wasn't following her.
Yeah, I was 100% sure, but just like I don't know. I said, let's just go up and say hi, man. She ain't gonna care. I don't know. I should have gave him an energy drink. He would have said, hell yeah. But man, last week was awesome, man. Fun going down there.
I know, man.
You think, man, that's pretty far, but like it's just like this, man. When like if you was with us, Sean, I mean, all we doing is talking about all this stuff all the way down, and next thing you know, you're there. It ain't even as.
I think seem like that makes the drive a lot quicker when you got people with you.
Yeah,
then you're just conversating.
Stuff you like and you talk, and everybody ain't sleeping. Like when I go down there driving for work, they all asleep. Every last one of them. I'm just steadily driving.
Uncanny. Kyle Walker said, one day I will get over to the States and come to a con.
And we will be at that con to see you too. Hopefully you ain't too far away.
Got Boat right here. What's up, Boat?
What's up, Boat? Long time no see, brother.
About and podcast saying had a blast. You guys surprised the hell out of me. Hey, when you got Stone Cold Steve and Chad and them guys, they gonna throw some curves in your day.
Yeah, Chad gonna look out the door. He's gonna be in the car and sneak out there, sneak up to and knock on the door. He goes, "Don't even try it. I see you."
Yeah.
he busted us pre-freaking deal. Yeah. And Hialeah said, "Look at this sucker."
What's up, Captain Comics?
What's up, Captain?
We're
gonna have some good books tonight on Rod's show. So you want to see some cool books, tune in to Rod's show later tonight.
8
and
o'clock.
You will see them. They show some awesome books, man.
Awesome books, man. It's like you know, they put out books that I'm like, golly, man, them books are older than all of us combined.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And I'm old as hell. What's up, Kurt?
Yeah, Kurt.
What's up, Kurt?
Man, I can't wait to meet Kurt too. He's on my I can't wait to meet list. You know, Biggie's up there because I've been waiting to see Biggie and I mean just Rob Worth, all those guys, man.
Yeah, everybody, man.
So
now we get to see Bueller,
All right, put in the chat.
Oh gosh. The more insurance you put, the more it's gonna cost. I'm just gonna put it that way.
Yeah.
So if you put like $200, because if worst come to worst, wouldn't lose no money, but just pack the hell out of it really super good and you should be okay.
Yeah. That's the thing. I still haven't submitted the book
Or
to CDC.
Hold off until MegaCon and
man, shoot. Jim sending that baby off, bro. You ain't stopping Jim. He's on a mission. It's packed up. He's got the pack ready, the box, all that. Yeah, he could.
Okay, you said he usually put 200, so
yeah, that's what I put. 200. That's exactly what I put on everything I've sent. Like $200.
All right, man.
Cookie, man.
Later,
We'll
Cookie.
you later.
Later.
Thanks for sharing on Instagram. Sharing the show on Instagram.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Hey, Sean. Last night we was when we were on the G-Man show on the Nerdy Collective, we were trying to suck in a short box and Caroline. So I showed this book. I said, I will give you this book if I see you at the MegaCon to
oh yeah, yeah.
Man, she made me put that sucker up 2 or 3 times before I left. Boy, I got her stoked, boy. She's like, we gotta get there. I gotta get that book.
Yeah. If she come for that book, man, hey, she gonna come for more than just the book. She gonna come with all these people gonna hang out with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shoot. She thinks that'll be the only book she gets. She's crazy. She'll be going, this was the best trip we ever had. She'll be getting all kind of crap.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. So the second half of that question was you had life and you had education, or the third part of it is then we got the media portion.
Oh.
And we've seen how comics is pretty much taken over Hollywood. Like any comic property from Marvel, DC, or even an independent book, pretty much run Hollywood. Hollywood is pretty much living off of comic book properties because
because their stories are awesome. Think about it.
Yeah, and the stories are there. You've got over 80 years of stories in comic book with all these characters.
Exactly, man.
Exactly.
So you got a whole lot of stuff to mine from, and that's why you see the success of the MCU, semi-success of DC movies. I say semi because some of them are just don't do well, and others are solid.
Some of them are hot garbage.
Yeah. And then you got some of the independent stuff, like look at Mark Millar's stuff, the Kingsman and Kick-Ass, creator-owned properties. Those are doing well, and then you got TV shows, the DC stuff on CW, the Millarverse on Netflix. So it's like that one, Lock and Key.
I'm watching it's awesome so far.
Yeah, it's a great show.
I can't wait to watch it. And that's what you're looking for. You're like, man, I want to get back to that.
And you 20 to 30 years ago, you wouldn't have think that there'd be all this comic book content on television and movie theaters. Now it's pretty much at least 85% comic books related stuff on TV and in the movies.
Yeah, because everything was little sitcoms, and weekly stuff like the Jeffersons and Sanford and Son, stuff like that.
And then you'll get your usual cartoon of the comic book characters, but now it's more about TV shows and movies.
Yep.
There he is.
What's
Going on, Al?
What's
you
up,
can jump
Al?
right in
What's up, Al?
because what we're about to lead into is the speculation part. So
It's his favorite topic.
yeah. But yeah, everything now is just geared towards the movies and stuff. And comic books is a huge part of it. You know, I had at my previous job, I had guys talk to me about, you know, the MCU movies. And, you know, they asking me questions because they know I'm the comic book guy, you know, so they coming to me asking me questions about these characters and stuff.
Yeah, they want to know the source material that they didn't put the work in to know that you know about those certain characters. Because they don't know. You're just a regular, you know, just all you do is go to the movies. You believe everything they tell you and what they say is how it is, but it might not be that way in the comic book. They flipped it for the movie, but it ain't like that in the comic book. Like Monica Rambeau wasn't no little kid. She was freaking older than freaking Ms. Marvel. That shit just made me mad. I don't care.
I know, right?
Because you can do some stuff, but come on, man. Made her your niece, man.
I didn't like the fact that she was raised by her single mother. When in the comic books, she relied heavily on both of her parents. They both were instrumental in her life. Yeah. And yet in the movie, she only got a mom.
Yeah, just tell the story the way it was wrote in the comic book, man, as much as you can.
They could only afford the mom. That's what it was.
Don't give me that, man. Don't give me that.
Yeah, that is not good.
That's a huge part of her character, you know.
No, but I'm messing around like that. They wasted all their money on the actress, so they had no funds for the dad.
So they said we just gonna make him a deadbeat dad. That's what they want to do, and I'm like, come on, man.
Hey, Sean, I got a new thing in the segment for us. If you say something we don't like, we're going to mute you. 2 out of 3 votes, you're muted. Jeff, you're muted for that statement. You're in 2-minute timeout. I'll be like, damn, I'm in timeout again.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Comics on the mind side, that's why I want Wonder Man in the MCU.
Wonder Man. When me and Jeff went hunting in the flea market, I seen Wonder Man comic. I ain't never read one. The Wonder Man.
I only read him in the Avengers.
Yeah, he's in the early Avengers, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he like in
more like in the 100s to 200s and stuff like that?
Okay.
And plus, he was part of the West Coast Avengers too.
Man, I thought Wonder Man was like Avengers #9, his first time in the comics or something, or early one. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up later. I'm pretty sure he was in an early one. Man, let me look in my book. If it's the same guy, it might not be the same person I'm thinking of. So let me look and see. But I'm pretty sure there was one that early Avengers, it was a Wonder Man or something. But I tell you what, man, like you said, Sean, they done took over everything. Comics. Who would have thought that?
I know.
They should have known by Star Wars, right, Sean? They should have known by Star Wars early on. Star Wars was, everybody loved that.
Well, we didn't know a whole comic universe could be translated into a whole
we didn't. Series. Yeah, you didn't know that we could. Yeah, you could do it all. And whoever did that was super smart. Let me see.
He said Avengers 9 is his first appearance.
Yeah, introducing Wonder Man, Avengers #9. So that's a book that Kirk's gonna have to have if he likes Wonder Man. That's what it cost you, son.
And he said that's what he's looking for at MegaCon.
At MegaCon,
or FF46.
Yeah, he'll see plenty of FF46s. I saw one down south on the wall, but that guy was so expensive. I didn't even ask him how much he wanted, because he said all his books were 9.2s or 9.4s or 9.6s or 9.8s.
I think Steve grabbed him and looked at him. He says, "Not even a 9.8. What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah, man.
Know, right?
When you're talking 9.8, you can't see. There better not be nothing on the book, man. They'll knock it down for any little thing.
I think you saw a ding in the book or something like that. You go, this thing's not even 9.8.
Yeah, that guy just he had good books, but you know that just say they're 9. I always say if it's a book's good, it's a 9 or better. You know, if it's better, that's plus to you. If you got 9 in your mind, you'll be all right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the man,
The myth.
The
the
legend.
legend.
Oh, Jeff came
Wait,
through with the
so-
legend just in time.
Yeah.
There he is, my man Al, Dusty Brick Brown. What is going on, man?
Hey man, you don't have to give me that kind of introduction, man. I just like
And entering the arena is Dusty Brick Brown.
for those who have to be on the show. They're like, oh my God, who is this guy? And you're like, oh man, he's just like us. You know what I'm saying? So, how's everybody doing today?
Hey, that Dusty Brick Brown is a solid wrestling name, that's for sure, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a story behind that I'll share one day, man. But that name goes back about 18, 19 years. So yeah. How's everybody today?
Fine,
Doing
man.
good, doing good. How you
Great.
doing?
I'm
It
doing
was good.
Steve, I want to apologize to you first and foremost, man, because it seems like the only time I can remember to send my address to you is when I do the show. So it's like,
All right, when we get done after, we'll get it. I got my pen right here to write down
Cool.
because you know what's funny is the book is right here. I'm gonna send you this book.
like a month ago, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, your address, Al, and I'll go ahead and send it to you. And it's like that SpongeBob thing 1 month later, you know.
Yeah,
It's like,
because this is a book I got last weekend for it's packaged up, ready to go. I just got to get to the mail to send it to JD. He collects some elephant covers. Lo and behold, what do I see? An elephant cover at the con. First thing I damn see.
that's cool, man.
So,
Yeah,
Oh, isn't he coming to MegaCon? Isn't he coming to MegaCon anyways?
Yeah,
Yeah,
JD
he's
coming to
coming.
Macon.
Yeah, he's coming. So I could actually hold it because it's not that far off. But
Right,
I
that's what I'm
already
saying.
told him
I'm
I'll send it, so I'll send it.
Yeah. Well, actually sending it be a better idea, so he don't have to put it in his luggage.
Yeah, because he's flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's flying.
Yeah.
So Al, what's happening with you, man? What you got going on?
nothing much, man. Just working, trying to stay alive and trying to prevent this coronavirus from entering my system. And other than that, that's it, man. Like, that's pretty much it.
Hey, I guess you go by Rob Worth's first rule of thumb: stay alive or don't die.
You know,
His
it's
rule,
funny.
don't die.
It's funny, Steve, because I was at my local GameStop earlier, just pilling around, and I was talking to one of the guys there, and
Oh boy.
basically he was like, yeah, he started talking about one of the co-workers there had the flu and stuff, and you know, automatically everybody in the store is like, oh, he's got the coronavirus and stuff. So I'm like, I said, well, you know what? I said, you know, if there was a coronavirus outbreak, I said I'd be all right. And he was like, why? I said, because I played Resident Evil. I said I played Left 4 Dead.
I watched all of Walking Dead.
I'm walking exactly all the Walking Deads. I've seen most of George Romero's Dawn of the Dead movie. So
Yep.
Night of Living Dead. So if you are a comic book collector, a video game player, or anybody involved in pop culture, and you don't know how to survive a zombie apocalypse, hey, let the coronavirus consume you. You know what I'm saying? So you should know how to survive. So yeah.
I hope
Hey.
those packages in all those empty buildings I go in like they get in the video game.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, up in Macon, there's a whole bunch of vacant buildings. Matter of fact, we were scoping one out near the shopping center where, you know, the GameStop was, and like, yeah, we could post up right there. There's a Kroger across the street. And
Secret knock to get in.
exactly. And as long as, you know, we can keep everything fresh for a while, we'll be good to go for a little bit.
Hey, you'll do one of those fancy handshakes. If you ain't got it down, you out.
Right. Now we'll actually have to create our own language like they have in the new X-Men comic book and stuff.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, if you don't know that language, USOL, buddy, you ain't getting no apples from us, dude. You know.
I'd rather be like Brendan Fraser and Blast from the Past and be in that fucking deep ass bunker or something.
Yeah, that
oh
deep
my
bunker.
God.
Or how about Cloverfield, that crazy people with John Goodman, where he was down there in that, I don't know, I guess he was a makeshift silo or something he made. I thought that was cool. So yeah.
Hey Sean, but remember when he busted up through the floor, and the first guy he see was that crazy ass dude that was in the bar with all the hair. That's the first thing Brendan Fraser see. He said, "I see Jesus."
Oh man!
Oh my God,
that was a great movie.
Yeah, man. He had all the baseball cards, all the stocks, and all that from them. Man, he had all that money, didn't even know it. Didn't even know he was rich.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
But yeah, I was listening to the show, man, on the way home, and y'all had some pretty good conversation going on, man. And
yeah, go ahead and drop your 2 cents on.
Yeah, especially about the X-Men
and comic books and life, education, and media.
Well, comic books, man, they've always, for me, they've been an integral part of my life. I know y'all were doing origin stories last week, so I guess I'll share my origin story. So basically, I was probably around 19 years old. I had a cousin that was in comic books. Ironically, he's an older cousin, probably about 3 or 4 years older than me. But ironically, he was a Superman fan, which, to this day, I can't stand Superman. But no offense to anybody in the chat that likes Superman. There's a reason. If I hate a character, there's a calculated reason why I hate that character. But nonetheless, he was a huge Superman fan. He collected, and I would go over to his house and we would hang out. And for the most part, I would read the Superman books, and then I had another set of cousins that lived in the country. And they were into Justice Society, which I thought was strange looking back at. It's like, oh, it's Justice Society. I mean, they weren't even in the Justice League. They like, Dr. Fate and Liberty Bell and all that kind of stuff. So, those are characters that, like who were actually reading, a little black dude, 10 years old, reading the Justice Society of America, but they did. And then I had a cousin into the Avengers. So I remember I went to their house, and they lived in the country, and there was a convenience store that sold comic books off the rack. And one of the first comic books that I could remember purchasing was the Justice League of America comic book. But it was one of the comic books, I don't know the number, but it was a Justice League comic book that had the Crime Syndicate on it. Ultraman, Owlman, Superwoman, and all them. I actually like Ultraman more than I like Superman. Go figure. So
I love Ultraman.
So as far as it goes, that's kind of like what happened in that regards. But as far as my love for X-Men, what had happened was there's a farmer's market here in Macon. And back then, there was a little comic book store. It was probably maybe 20 by 30 feet. It was very small. But the actual store was filled with comics. Like he had comics hanging off the ceiling proverbially. And I can remember the first book that I saw. There were 2 books that I saw that actually caught my attention. First one was John Size X-Men. And back then this was like in the early 80s. So John Size X-Men was probably maybe $2-3 if that. So I bought that, and then I bought Kitty Pryde and Wolverine #1. And after that was pretty much my whole thing with the X-Men. And I just started wanting to read more and more about the X-Men. I could just, for some reason, and it's crazy because with my fandom of the X-Men, my favorite character is Colossus, and he's a Russian. I could never figure that out.
That's Hialeah's favorite too. He loves Colossus.
I guess it was because of his power set, man. And his origin in John Size X-Men, where the little tractor went awry, the little wheat, whatever it was, and then Katya was there, his sister Ileana. And she basically turned into the whole Colossus thing. And I'm like, okay, I like this. So but, that actually what got, my cousins got me into it, man. And after I bought John Size X-Men, which I don't have anymore, and that's a whole nother story too. But
oh boy, that's not a good story.
oh, it's not a good story, man. Like if I can go back in time and assassinate myself for stuff that I've done.
That's the clip for the show.
Let me just say this. Hindsight, you know that phrase that hindsight is 2020? That is a true statement. That statement is so true. Man, I had John Size X-Men and I paid pennies for it. This was back before all the hoopla. You know, you could go out and get Secret Wars #8 for cover price because you know it wasn't the pomp and circumstance that it is right now. I had Incredible Hulk 181. When I got to a certain age, I said, you know what? I don't want these comic books no more. I'm grown.
And now the assassination has taken place.
Exactly. I ended up selling the collection that I had. You know, I mean, everything that I had, and I'm like, you know, just for those 2 books, I would go back and kill myself. I really would. It wouldn't be suicide. It would be murder because I would go back and kill myself. I would actually grow up and figure that one out. You know?
You go back and say, listen, this is the older version of you. Don't sell them damn books. I'm telling you now.
You know what? That's probably a better option than myself because
don't be Deadpool.
Don't assassinate yourself.
When he assassinated him because he took the Green Lantern.
Right. So I don't know, man. I mean, but I know I'm going way off topic, man. But I'm sorry. I will go terminate myself.
See, we know you wouldn't really do that, but you know, sometimes you gotta explain to people. It's just a way of saying that was the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Right, because if you take John Size X-Men and you take Hulk 181 now, even a mid-grade for both of those books, that's about $7,000-$8,000, man.
Yeah, man. And just think, you know, you might have if you kept your comic books good like some people do, you might have had an 8, 9. You don't know.
You know, and I've always kept them, protected. So yeah, I mean, you know, once I read the comic book, unless I have to go back and read it again, it's in the bag until I want to read it again. But it's just that whole thing, man. It's like comic books, man. They're integral to my life. And I have nephews, and for the most part. Oh my God, Super Russ, I feel your pain, dude. He said, I sold my copy of John Size X-Men in a box with other X-Men books.
Oh, Russ.
Ago. I knew nothing about X-Men back then. Russ, let me tell you something, brother. You actually have something. Well, I knew about the X-Men, but I didn't understand or realize at the time the magnitude that these books like 181, the John Size X-Men, would be today. Had I had that knowledge back then, but then again, you can use the argument of toys because everything that we grew up on now is just blowing out of proportion. Like Castle Grayskull on eBay, I've seen it for like $600. I'm like, what? Really? Mm-hmm. Castle Grayskull for $600, and people are buying that stuff. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, but yeah, it's important, man. And it's crazy, Sean, that you came up with this concept as far as the topic, because I was talking to a guy, and my biggest concern.
Later, comics. Leaving.
Have a good one. Comics for all people, #1.
What's up, Rod?
Rod the Rican.
Hello, Rod. But as far as it goes, man, my fear is that the art of comic books in terms of physical media, that's one of my biggest fears getting older. I want to see the physical media of comic books continue. Now when you're talking about that, of course, we're looking at a time where comic books were 10 cents. Now comic book could be $4 or $5. there's a lot of factors that's going to take into consideration as to how comic books are going to survive from this point forward. And even though I love comic books and I still buy recent comic books, I hate to say it, but the comic book market actually might kill itself. Because you look at the cost of a comic book now, $4. The average price is $4. DC lied like 3 years ago and said $2.99 is the line, or some stupid tagline they had. But that, the lie detector test determined that was a lie. But $4 is right now the average. Now Marvel every now and then they get crazy, like with that Empire series, and it's like $9.99 a book. I'm not buying that. I'm sorry, that's my text message. I'm not buying that, but I'm hoping that it stays at a point to where comic books are affordable for the youth, because at this particular point, when we're looking at the kind of books that we have, unless you're rich and your dad has money, it's kind of like near impossible getting in the comic book game now to get Bronze and Silver Age stuff. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just extremely fortunate, which is possible. But
that's why them True Believers are good. And the facsimiles and True Believers, at least you can read them and have a physical copy.
Exactly. And the facsimiles, now Marvel, if they had, DC's jumped on the bandwagon with that too.
Mm-hmm.
If they had the common sense, they could make so much money going back doing certain runs with those facsimiles, like the Carnage Saga. They go back and redo the whole Carnage Saga, and for new people coming into the comic book scene, they'll go out and buy those. I mean, it's $4, but still, you'll have an exact replica of that particular book. So, aggressively relaxed, and that's of course, that's the scene change from the Transformers, man. I'm just, yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, that's my thing. I mean, and I heard you, Sean, talk about the schools and stuff. I didn't know that a lot of schools carried graphic novels, man. That is like awesome. They didn't have graphic novels or comic books when I was in school. The only time comic books were in my school was when I brought them. That was the only time, But I'm hoping that the comic book scene, man, it goes on for well after I'm gone. I have nephews. I don't have any kids, and I buy them comics. And I have two nephews that I buy comics for. Both of them. One of them's 8, and the other one is 9. One of them likes Spider-Man, the other one likes everybody. So I have a short box, and anytime I go to the comic book store, if I see some books in the dollar bin that they might like, I buy them. And once I get to a point where I have that box full for both boxes, I'm going to give them the box. The parents already know that kind of puts it, because both of them are interested in that type of stuff anyway, So, hopefully that will be my contribution until I have kids. I doubt that might happen anytime soon, but that's my contribution to try to keep the art of, or the hobby or the interest of comic books going. So.
Man, that's great stuff, man.
Yeah.
And I agree. It's always good to get, younger kids involved with comics and what they like, superheroes and stuff like that. And, that's how I got into it, with my aunt and my uncles, they love comic books, and they pass it on to me. I would go, they take me to cons and stuff like that. I get to see these new experiences of, what it's like to dig in the long box for comics.
Yeah, and, you spoiled, Sean. You spoiled. That's what you
know.
You didn't even know it either.
We got Reggie Collects, man. What's going on, bro?
What's up, Reggie?
What's up,
Love Reggie's channel.
Reggie Collects. Man, I dig your channel, man. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've actually been on there, but you got some really cool stuff, man. I've said this before on your show, Sean. The comic book community, man, is one of the most diverse, one of the most widespread as far as just different types of people involved. And man, it's an honor and a pleasure, man, and a privilege to be amongst people like you all. And I mean that with the sincerity of all my heart. I do.
Yeah, this man, I've been in a lot of different little cliques, as I call them, cliques. And there is none even compares to this one. I mean, not even close. I wouldn't
Nope.
trade this one for back to go to none of those other ones I was in.
Nope.
They always had some negativity going on, some drama and all that. If just because you don't like something or you don't like something, you don't have to fight about. So that's just how it is. It's all good though. It ain't no use to argue over.
You can see one person leave a comment, and if I see like 100 replies, you know that comment triggered somebody.
Yeah,
And sure enough,
Yeah.
you got people going back and forth, arguing, calling themselves names and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I ain't done with that, man. That's why That's why I don't even go to the wrestling community no more, because they just love to attack each other on what they like. Oh, TNA's better. Oh, AEW's better. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Wrestling
man.
is wrestling, you know?
And this is the thing that I like too, man. Like I follow a good bit of you all on Instagram, man. And my thing is that I've always been the type of person, and I've come across comic book collectors like this. Some people are just straight haters for some reason. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with, I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar with Dave Chappelle, but the whole player hater thing.
I love Dave Chappelle. He's hilarious.
The people that are hating, they have as much salt in their body as Silky Johnson did, you know. It's amazing because, I mean, if I see, like, if somebody posts up a book that I'm looking for or that I have on my wish list, man, I'll hit that like and I'll be like, great pickup. And I mean that because I know one day I'm going to have that book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you have some people, man, they'll sit there like, why he got to go out and get an 8.5 and everything? Like, he just think he the shit. Like, dude, let him be let her be her. You know,
Exactly.
Yep.
we all have our own lanes that we roll. I mean,
Exactly.
y'all know from talking to me that I love X-Men, and I have a great deal of all the major keys of X-Men, but I refuse to slab them. And I've had people actually get upset with me about my own collection. Dude, why are you not slabbing your books? I'm like, dude, these are my books. I work overtime to get these books. Sometimes I've gotten cursed out to get these books. Sometimes I had to say, sir, I don't have $265, but I have $258. Can you take this, please? And they'll be like, yeah,
Yep.
of course.
Like
you
this
know?
one.
But at the end of the day, man, I think that there's room at the table for everybody.
It's room for everybody. Everybody got their own ways to do things. You like raw books, and that's what you like. I'm gonna send you a raw book. I'm not gonna go, well, here's the slab, take it or leave. No, I'm gonna get the raw book. That's what you're into. People like to read their books. A lot of them like to read them, thumb through them. You know, some people like to preserve them, and that's all good any way you look at it. And any grade, like everybody says, a low grade's better than no grade, and a lot of people got no grade because they're greedy and they want a high grade, and the book costs too much.
Hey, Steve, it's funny you should say that because that's a saying. I can't remember. It's a guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name. I think it's We Love Comics, and he loves to say that. He's a low grade.
Yes, yeah, he does. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, Chris. So I'm gonna show one of my books. I didn't show one at the beginning, but this is a book. I went to the Columbus in Georgia. They have a Columbus expo, comic book expo and toy expo. I went last Sunday, and I picked up a few books. Steve, I got a couple of bangers, buddy, and this is one of them.
Yeah, let's see these bangers.
Anybody that follows me on Instagram, at some point I was posting some of my grails as far as books that I want aside from X-Men, right?
Yeah, books you like to have in your collection. I've seen most of them. Yeah, because when you post them, I read all the stuff on the Black History Month you post, all that. I like that kind. I love history and that kind of stuff because you don't know everything. You think you do, and then you'll hear something like, I didn't know that.
Hey man, Steve, next time, whenever I'm in Florida, well, I want to hook up with all of y'all anyway, man. But you know, I want to take you, man, to get a sarsaparilla somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, man. We will definitely hang out, man.
Yeah.
That's the funnest part of the whole community. Everyone can have comic books, but do you have good friends to share them with and to share the same passion and know how you feel about the books? I show a book to my wife. She goes, "Oh, that looks all right."
Yep.
She goes, no, nothing. And I just showed her X-Men 1. She's like, "Man, looks like X-Men 2 to me."
Hey man, and my spirit might leave my body when I get that one. But anyway, I picked this one up, man. It's a low grade, and I picked it up for $35. Shout out to Dave's Comics. He's up in Gainesville, Georgia, I think. But I picked this one up here.
What's the chances, Sean? We talking about that book, man. See what I'm talking about, Karma?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We talking about that book. I looked that book up at the start of this show.
Because it's Comics on the Mind was bringing it up.
Yeah, Comics on the Mind is going to be looking for one of those too.
Yes,
so.
and look, and Al coming producing the book for us. That's crazy, man.
Hold up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm reading your mind. I can't do exactly. But yeah, man, I picked that book up. It was $35, and it's got a ding like let me put it back up. It's got a little hole right here where my finger is. Right.
Yeah, I can see a little.
But for $35, I mean, I wasn't gonna pass that up. And you know, this guy, Wonder Man, Simon Williams, is one of my favorite Avengers. So I
love that cover, man.
Now,
the floating head cover.
Right. You know, the floating head covers, Jack Kirby goodness. And my thing is this: if I happen to come across a better, copy, then so be it, but at least I know I have this. And it's not one of those books that, I got to go get a 10.8 for. So, I mean, as far as it goes, I happen to get this.
Hey, Al owns the 10.8, the highest grade of ever.
It's like, oh my God, he's great. Like, man, regardless of what type of book is, it out trumps everything. Like, it out trumps an Action Comics 9.0. It's like, 10.8 is like,
everyone would be like, how do you even get a 10.8?
Right.
Dark. I don't know, but I did.
Really? Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, that's just. I got it. I checked it off, and like I said, if I ever was to come across another one, I'll get it. But
it's a book I don't have, and I'd take that copy and put it right in my PC in a minute.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, awesome. That's awesome.
The fact that Kurt was bringing it up in the chat earlier, and Al got the book, I was like, man,
I looked it up in my price guide so I could see if that was his first appearance. I said, I think it's Avengers 9, and it was.
It is.
And you would have been able to show the book. Oh, don't even look it up, Steve. Here it is. You went through your time. It's him.
Yeah, man. But I mean, that's the beauty of just being in the comic book community, man. It is just so. I don't know, man. I'm glad of all the hobbies and interests, and I collect a lot of crap, believe me. But I'm glad that I'm actually an avid comic collector, man. Because I'm telling you, peace out, Super Russ.
See you later, Russ. Cool dude, man. Later, real Russ. Good dude, Super Russ.
So but I mean, as far as it goes, I just enjoy being in this community, Comics on the Mind. I don't need to see any more bangers on Happy.
I know you showed one of his 2 bangers he's looking for.
I got another one now. Like, I actually picked up 3 copies of 3 books last week. And if you don't mind, Sean, you remember I told you via the whatchamacallit that I had a little rant that I wanted to get off the chest, right?
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me, but I'm about to go on a little rant. So bear with me. Hopefully this won't take long. Okay. So I briefly talked to Sean about this the other day when he was telling me about the show. And we all love comics. I love comics. Sean loves comics. Everybody loves comics. Well, almost everybody. So anyway, I have a big issue now, and it kind of ties into your topic, Sean, as far as what you mentioned about Hollywood. Hollywood and pop culture has pretty much almost commandeered the speculation market.
Exactly.
It has gotten to a point to where there are certain books that I feel personally aren't worth the money that a lot of people are attempting to pawn them off on people for. But because of speculation and the insiders, it's gotten to a point to where it's getting ridiculous. Case in point. And some of you all might laugh at me, and I don't care. And the reason why I say that is because Sean knows this. One of the wrestling programs that we had on the other channel, Comic Hall, and see, he's smiling already. Comic Hall and Roundtable Discussion, we had like our top 10 favorite wrestlers. One of mine happened to be Gangrel. So laugh at me. I like Gangrel. I think WWE dropped the ball, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so I'm a fan of Quasar, Wendell Vaughn, right? I've been looking for his first appearance. And for some strange reason, that book is automatically like used to be available, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. Like the copies that were out there are scarce. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get that one. It's Incredible Hulk 271, I think. I can't remember. But some time ago, I started to collect the run of Quasar from the 90s. Okay. So I started buying the Quasars, and for the most part, those books are in dollar being easy. 50 cents. Nobody's checking for Quasar. Who's checking for the Quantum Bandits? Nobody. So, I'm getting them, and I'm like, oh man, I almost got this. Yeah, the Brood. That's what I'm talking about. Gangrel with that black fake blood, man, and that music. I think it was his theme song, man, that I really like. But anyway, he used to come down, man. He used to walk down the street. He'd be shaking like this and shit, Get on the thing, man, like on the like Triple H used to do it in the water. He used to do it before he went in the ring. He drank it, and he spit it up in the air and stuff. I'm like, that's my dude, man. That dude. Okay, but anyway, Quasar, dollar being stuff, right? Okay, so I'm at the local comic book store here about 2 weeks ago, and I was with Xavier, Sean, and shout out to X from the Comic Hall Roundtable Discussion. But anyway, we were digging in the dollar bins. I love to dig in dollar bins. So I'm pulling out Quasar books, and I'm probably short maybe like 10 or 12 books. So he pulls out Quasar number 30. Now, if anybody doesn't know, Quasar number 30 happens to be a key book, which I'm shocked that it is a key, but it is a key. The significance of that particular book is that it was the first appearance of a Venomized character, specifically a Venomized Thor, on the cover of the book. He's nowhere else in the book. He's just on the cover. So I didn't get it. Xavier ended up getting it. And I'm like, okay, cool. No duplicates or anything of that nature. All right, so fast forward. I get a message in a group that we're in, and he tells me, hey, man, the price of that book is going up, man. It's steadily increasing. And I'm sitting here like, what? Really? It's just $1 book. So I go
Donny Cates.
Huh?
Donny Cates.
Exactly.
Donny Cates.
So I go on eBay, and I'm looking at this book, and the lowest price was $5 with like $5, $6 shipping. High end, $20, $25, $30. CGC 9.8, $99. Really? This character really has nothing to do with Donny Cates' story, but whomever drew the cover of that book had a Venomized Thor on it. And it's a situation now where it's like, do I really want, that's it right there. There he is right there in the far right hand corner. Like, do I really want this book? Because even though I want to complete the run because I'm missing a few issues, do I really want to pay $15, $20 for that book? And a lot of it, as eloquently said, is Donny Cates. And I don't have anything against Donny Cates. He's an excellent. I love his work. God Country.
All it takes is a mention. All it takes is one mention on his Instagram, on his anything, and it shoots up anything.
Exactly. And that's my biggest issue right now with comic books and speculation. There was an upturn in Avengers 10 annual a few weeks ago because it was rumored that Rogue was supposed to be in. Thanks, Biggie. I appreciate that, man. I follow you on Instagram, man. I'll hit you up via IM. But as far as it goes, like the first appearance of Rogue, that book spiked because there's rumors, even though it hadn't been confirmed, that she's supposed to be the villain in Captain Marvel, right? The second Captain Marvel. I know y'all heard the rumors about Omega Red supposedly being in Captain Falcon.
Oh, we got plenty of Omega Red here.
13 copies.
Right. But it seems like as soon as that type of word gets out, it doesn't even have to be at this point, because it used to be a time when you heard speculation. There used to be a little bit of evidence collected before the book actually just went through the roof. But now, if you can mention, like, if we started a rumor right now and said that Darkhawk was going to be in this next Spider-Man movie, and it gained enough traction, Darkhawk #1 is going to jump up to like a $20, $30 book. And I think that's kind of jacked up, man, because a lot of the books that get this shine, i.e. Quasar 30, shouldn't get that type of shine at this particular point in time, because there's really nothing concrete to back up that book being that as far as the increase of that book. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, since I was bringing it up, like me and Steve were talking, like Vampirella. Vampirella doesn't have no movie coming, nothing. But you used to be able to get like $100, $200. You know what I mean? Like a Vampy one, and now it's up to $300, $400, $500, almost $1,000 for a 9.8. It used to be, really cheap to get one. Now, like, it's for after the 50th anniversary of Vampirella, everything's been going up because everybody's reading Vampirella. Everybody wants a Vampirella 1 now. It's exactly the same thing you're talking about, Al. So it's like,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly what you were talking about was like, that's going on with the Vampy ones. It's like, I want it for a certain price, but do I really want it that bad?
Right. And my thing is that there, of course, we all know, and I mean, as far as comic books is concerned, whether it's Marvel, DC,
right.
Even Image, of course, Walking Dead #1 is going to be one of those books as far as it's going to, increase in value over time. Of course, 181 and now 180, because 180 that was like cheap as dirt, and then not really cheap as dirt, but it would be the book that you would get if you couldn't afford 181. But now, since that whole controversy that happened a few months ago with which is the first appearance, I mean, personally for me, if a character shows up in a panel of a comic book, to me that's his first appearance, even if he doesn't say anything. It's like with New Mutants 86, Cable shows up at the end of that book, but the credit for his first appearance goes to 87. But I digress. But I think, man, in a lot of ways, man, Hollywood and pop culture is just they're effing up the game to a certain degree, man. Because we all know there's certain books that are going to increase in value. The X-Men, the Avengers, the Fantastic Fours, first appearance of the Watcher, first appearance of Black Panther, first appearance of Galactus. I understand that. But then when you get to the point to where everything is scrutinized to the point to where, oh my God, they're going to do a Rednecks movie. So the Rednecks 1 is going to jump from a $10 book, which is the next. Now, Rednecks is actually, that's on my pull list. Great book. But it's like a lot of these books shouldn't be or shouldn't get that kind of attention. Does that make sense to y'all?
Yeah, I know what you mean exactly.
So I mean,
just because they talked about it, it could happen, it might happen. There's speculation that Al could appear in the WWE. Now Al's book spiking.
We are, brother.
We are, just because the right person says it takes the right person or the right people though to give it traction.
Case in point, I didn't mean to cut you off, Sean. That Batman 89. Is it 89?
Yeah.
Batman 89. And then that the Year of the Villains #3.
Yeah. Hellrisen #3.
I mean, people don't even know this character can be killed off like in the next issue. You don't know, but the speculation is so daggum high. That book, when it came out, I mean, it's a $3.99 book. It was on eBay the same day for like $50.
Actually, I see one for 80. So I see one for 80.
Dude,
That's
that is insane, man.
I'm like, what the hell?
I saw some LCSs was selling it for like $30-$40. I said, man, y'all dirty low down motherfucker. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing that gets me is when the book just come out and these shops, some of these shops are marking up the price. JB mentioned this on his late show that he was looking for 89, and when he ain't seen it, he asks about it. He's like, "Oh, it's at the front counter." You automatically know if it's at the front counter that they got a price tag on it.
It's at the
That's
front
high.
counter because they done something to it. They done put the price.
We sold out. This is what we got left, and you're gonna have to pay the price that you marked it for. I'm like, come on, now.
But you know it. That's bullshit too. When they go, oh, that's the only one they got left. When they have 6 other in a short box hidden in a short box.
Dude, that bothers me to no end, man. And it's like, I understand that there's buzz behind it. And it seems to me, especially with that book, people are trying to just make that Batman Adventures number 12. They're
right.
wanting really hard for her to be the next incarnation of Harley. And it's like, I hope that Robert, I think, is it Robert Tinian that's writing the book? James Tinian, one of them?
Yeah, James Tinian.
James Tinian the third.
I hope for the sake of it, he kills her off and be like, yeah, she was just about her. You know what I'm saying?
So wait till April Fools to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll buy a whole bunch of them. Like, I'll say,
and the funny thing is, I read the story and it ain't nothing special. It's a good issue, but it ain't special enough to go out and pay $30 to $80 for it. Like, hell no.
And it's not her full appearance either. It's only like a cameo.
But people are specking hard over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they showed me at the shop, and that's why I didn't pick it up. They showed me at the shop that it's only a cameo appearance, but if you want it, but I go, nah. I passed it up.
I agree with Javi right there. I have zero connection with the character Punchline.
Yeah.
And wasn't there supposed to be another character named Designer that was?
Yeah, I heard Designer too. Yeah.
I thought that he would have had more like buzz because of the whole story that he's gonna kill all the villains in Gotham or something. But nah, hey, I mean, to each his own, and everybody does what they do. People hate no time.
Now that's another thing. That's another thing. Comic Tom and his top 10 list and Simple Man Comics and them. I remember the whole deal last year when I think it was I Got Issues and Hulk Nuts did a live show talking about it, and Comic Tom and Beulah had to come on there. They set the record straight. It was a great conversation, but the whole thing with the top 10 list and how it makes dollar books pretty much go up in value when they shouldn't really be going up in value. But because people are specking, because Donny Cates will bring up a name, or just like that Quasar book, a Venomized Thor on the cover, and all of a sudden people are speculating on it because of what Donny Cates mentioned. These dollar books are just going up through the roof more than what they should be. And that's a dollar book.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to add a couple extra dollars to it, cool. But my thing is that book has no really forbearing on what's going on. Just because Donny Cates is hot like a pancake griller right now, and I'm not taking anything away from Donny Cates, but it's like there's nothing wrong, and I think I read a comment about that. There's nothing wrong with speculating. Nothing wrong with that at all. But the issue that I have with speculating is when people speculate, and they speculate to the point to where they have little information or next to no information at all, and they put it out there. And it's like somebody said, it could be a Comic Tom, it could be whomever, it could be Donny Cates, it could be Eric Larson, whoever. Throw a name in the mix, and all of a sudden that book goes from being this to this, and then on top of that, you have those bastards, those flippers that purposely go out and clean out a dollar bin, and then
I especially hate the flippers, man. They'll grab 20 copies of whatever it is and then walk out with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're like, what the hell?
That's how they did with the comic book shop Here, the guy came in and bought like however many he could of that Batman 89, and next thing you know, he's on eBay selling them for like $30 a piece. So I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, but I'm not buying a book for that. You forget it. So
Hey, there's a
draw that book and print it out on my printer and read it like that. So
there's a on the Key Collector app, Al, there's something called the cold keys, right? These were hot books, and then all the talk died down, and now they're cold keys. Those are the ones I get, the ones that are on that list, because everyone's forgot about them. They done went down. Now everyone wants to dump them to get that new next hot book. That's when you get the book. You know, you try to find the book you're looking for. You look on that cold keys, you can get good deals.
Check that out.
I got the difference 90 is 20 copies of Omega Red. I traded baseball cards for, and it wasn't hot when I traded for it.
It wasn't hot back then.
Yeah, it wasn't hot. It was just like a $5 book, and that's what I got it for. I got it for a little less actually. But now that it's hot, now I could just sell my 13 copies I got, you know, and say they look all 9.8 to me, and I'm going to get $20-$30 a book. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find my friends that need a book, and I'm going to give them a book. That's what I do. I don't sell them like that. I give them away to my friends if they're really wanting the book. But that book, I don't think until I see Omega Red's beady eyes on the screen, I didn't believe in nothing.
Yeah, because we all got fooled on that before.
Yeah. Oh, that was speculation. And then the guy don't do nothing, and you bought all these copies of a book. You can get, it can flip on you and get you the other way.
Yeah.
Bite you in the ass another way.
Yeah, you went and bought all these copies, and then we decided not to use them. You got all these copies.
Steve also uses 90 as a spec insider.
Hey man, 90 will tell me a book, and I'm like, I already bought that book. But no, 90 knows, 90 gives me the information. I didn't know Kane. Go ahead.
I said Hobby's more your spec guy anyways.
No, 90 always is calling me, telling me what he thinks is going to be a hot book. And Cobby just likes what he likes. Cobby reads, so he likes what he likes. But it's just, I mean, Kane, I did not know was Rama. I didn't know that they was the same. You know what I mean? From Kang from Avengers, what is Avengers 8? Is that the one that Kang appeared in?
Kang the Conqueror.
Fantastic, Fantastic Four is Rama Tut. They're like the same guy. I didn't even know that. Because
Kang is also in Mortis too.
Yeah, so he can time travel, and he's in different books. But I didn't know he was the same. That he was the same as Rama Tut, and I just bought that book. And then 90 was like, man, that's going to be a hot book. Probably it's probably a book I'm going to spec on. I'm like, well, I already got it coming. It'll be here probably in the next 3 days.
It'd be interesting to see how they use Kang in the MCU.
Yeah.
Considering that his time traveling and stuff, you got Mortis. It's going to be funny.
Villains don't seem to hold it as much as, heroes. So, you know, villains are hot and cold. You got to get on them and get off. You know what I mean? Like Thanos was super hot. You know what I mean? Now he got his butt whooped. Now he's cooling back down.
55 is still an expensive book.
Yeah, his first appearance. Yeah, but it's got my boy Drax in it. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, Drax.
That'd be a good book to get. That's damn sure a spec book, but it's a good spec book. It holds water. It's got, and other stuff. And that
it ain't like Apocalypse. That shit fell off a cliff after that movie.
Yeah, that X Factor number 6 was it number 6?
Yeah.
That shit shot up to $100, and then that sucker shot back down about $20.
But see, that's the crazy thing about that book, and there's another book too. 228 Uncanny X-Men 221. The first appearance of Sinister. Those books wax and wane so much. Like you can see, like Nathaniel Essex was actually in Deadpool 2. And he was like the headmaster of the school or whatever it was that where they fought at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, that book spiked then. But then after the movie came out, it like taints that book, and then the Apocalypse, and then Rogue. Those books can really never catch a break, because I'm so shocked that the first appearance of Rogue is, I mean, that's an affordable key. Like, even at a high grade is affordable. So
Domino too. I think Domino's X Factor 15 or something. It's affordable too, you know, and it spiked, but it came back down.
Yep.
But you can, you know, you can still get it. The only one that didn't, boy, that damn New Mutants 98. That sucker ain't coming back down, man. I missed the boat on that.
Is that first Rogue?
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
And 98, man, it's like 8 million copies of that book out there and floating around. So
yeah. If you're patient, like when you look on eBay, there's a lot of listings. I saw a guy sell a facsimile for $47.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All them fucking idiots out there selling facsimiles. The funny thing about it is people put them on bids, and then they'll say first appearance Deadpool, original copy. And people bidding on that shit, and it's over $100. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's a facsimile, people.
I went and looked at it, Sean, the other day. There was one for $47. It had like 30
in Miami.
bids.
Yeah, we were in Miami when he was looking at eBay, and he showed us.
I said, I showed Hailey. I said, look at this book, man. This is a facsimile, and I guess the people bidding don't know, because they're paying $47 for a $4 book.
Well, see, that's a telltale sign of one or two things. Either that person is just ignorant to comics and they don't know, or they don't have anybody around.
They think that's the same exactly, and it wasn't.
Yep.
They didn't put it in the info.
Yep. Because you got some sellers on there. If they can dupe you, they'll dupe you in a minute.
They're valuable, but not valuable to the point where you paying way more than what you should have got it for. I mean, come on now.
If you can get a 9/8 facsimile slabbed and all that, you'll get a little more money for them.
Yeah,
you know, but not.
But if you're gonna sell a raw copy,
$47 raw copy.
No,
it could be dinged for all we know, and
especially when you could just look it up and you still find them for cheap.
Yep.
So it's not. I'm not paying $47 when I could still pay cover price for it.
Right.
Nope.
Actually, I've seen that in a discount. Being at a comic book store I went to, because the dude ordered so many of them and they didn't sell. But like I said, you got 90 million of them of the first prints already out there and stuff. So, you know.
And they say so many people signed the ASM 300 that the ASM 300 without a signature might become more valuable on down the road. That's crazy. So many people set their book in when he did that signing.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised me at how people can get desperate to sell a book for a high price. It's a book with like multiple first appearances. You got Secret Wars 8.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course you gotta have 252 to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then I just say fuck it, just get the third one. Or the Marvel team up. And then people want to throw all the other books that the Black Costume pen, but I was like, I got the 3 important ones, so I'm not gonna pay more for the other ones if they're gonna charge more for it. If I find it for cheap, hey, I get it for cheap.
Yep.
John, you got a book I need, but I know I can't get it.
It is, man.
I need that slab.
Hey, man.
I need that slab.
That's
so
clean.
you can bring that in there and hit Tony over the head.
It's clean because it's a nice model. It looks clean, but it's pretty bad, beat up. But I want to hunt on this.
Hey, but the book I'm talking about, you got from Varangian Vigilante.
Oh man,
that damn book is fire, dude. I don't give a damn.
Oh man, I was supposed to win the hunt with that book, and it went to a tie with J.D. Flair.
Yeah, show that to Al. Show that one to Al. That book is badass.
I've seen it.
Yeah. How do you don't win with that? Look at that.
Oh yeah. That's the German Fantastic Four. Okay.
Yeah, that thing. I love that book.
Hey,
Sean says I'm gonna need the American version so I
pronounce,
can put them in side by side.
pronounce
Yeah.
pronounce that name, Sean.
No, man. Yeah. I ain't even gonna attempt, bro. I ain't even gonna attempt.
Hey, Sean will say, "Hold on 1 minute, and we'll see if Berengi appear in the chat."
Man, we was talking about her earlier because I had my books out for the hunt. That was Monica.
Yep.
Monica Rambeau.
Yes, I mean,
And I got this for a reasonable price too.
Now that's a book that's a spec book, because if she shows up as Photon, that book, because I got a copy of that book for like $12.
Mm-hmm. You can get them for a reasonable price. They out there. They're not super expensive. Because even with her being on the show, it's like she's still not, Captain Marvel or Spectrum yet. So
Hey, Sean, I could have showed you all 3 books too, but I got this one. But I gave one to Sam and I gave the other one to Rod. I give my damn books away.
He's an AOK king, man.
I would give them to him again if I had them.
It's something. It was something. Who was it? I think it was Gore Vidal. He said that the comic book community is so different because he's part of like novel book community. Yeah, and they don't be handing out first print novels and stuff like that. Whereas we be AOKing first appearances and all that stuff. So he's like the comic book community is different from everybody else.
Like this one. Like this one's from Thorough for
Yeah, Thorough was able to AOK you that,
Yeah, and then I picked up this over the week on Sunday, her first appearance. One of my grails. So.
And the timing is perfect because Polito's going to be at MegaCon, so.
Yep, they're both getting signed. That one and then this one.
Hey man, I was gonna do, what do they call it? How they punk you? I was gonna have them go to wait till they get to Jeff right at the front of the line and say no more signatures. He doesn't want to sign right when Jeff is like the next in line. He'll be mad as hell. Oh, then I'll give you a monster and we'll really see what we can get out of Jeff. Hey boy, Jeff was running around that shit, Sean, when he had that monster drink. Man, they got the first appearance of Vampirella, and they got Evil Ernie #1. What am I gonna do? Oh my God, jeez, he was going everywhere. I said, damn, boy, first thing we gotta do is we gotta get some food in you and slow you down.
Hey, you not following Tony Sanders, right? On YouTube?
I don't think so.
Because this book I won the hunt with. In the hunt we get together to do like books that we went out and hunted for and stuff, but we do it wrestling style. So we all have wrestling personas. Tony is the Tone, aka The Rock. Yeah, JD, he was JD Flair. We all have wrestling personas and we talk like we cut promos. So I won this in the steel cage match against Biggie Shaq. He was there. D-Vunk comic.
They're hilarious when they do it.
D-Vunk is Big Papa Runk. We all part of NWO Collective. And, it's an amazing time. We just go in there and have some fun using wrestling personas. So if you ever, I'll send you the link. Definitely check that out.
That'll work.
We all wrestling fans here.
Yep.
Definitely.
Shoot, I don't know nothing. I can't even compare to y'all wrestling. I watched it and did it. I was more of a boxing fan, but wrestling I watched too. Hulk Hogan's around. One of my buddies.
Steve, don't be saying that because you be coming around hitting Stone Cold Stunners on everybody with the AOKs.
Hey, but I do know about Stone Cold.
Yeah, where's that Stone Cold bank at, man?
Yeah. What about that?
Okay.
All I need is Al to do a voice, and I can hit a button, and he'll say, "It's Stone Cold."
Because Stone Cold says so.
And that's the bottom line.
Hey, somebody see that? Say, you see them old dudes playing with toys. Yeah, let me show Al this. I got this as an AOK.
Hey, since we're talking about toys, hold on. I had a gift card. I picked this up from Walmart the other day.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, damn.
I saw that on IG.
Yeah, I did. I seen it. I seen it.
A reproduction of the G1. Now it was regular price. This is kind of up there, but I had a gift card which dropped it down to like $25, but they wanted $40 for it, man. But yeah.
Hey, Sean, you think it's gonna be funny today that you come on the show and this is all I got sitting there?
Hey, if you could do the Stone Cold voice, that could be your image right there. You just put that in front of the camera and you talk out off camera as Stone Cold.
Yeah, I'll be talking off camera like that. You talking to me, boy?
Oh, now that would be awesome, right?
That would be hilarious, man. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was $39.98 or something, but like I said, I had that gift card, man, so I went ahead and jumped on it. But they got Soundwave, and he's like $50. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
The toys
hey,
up there.
I went into me and Jeff hunted the Big Red's. He has a bunch of toys, Star Wars and all that, but he has GI Joes, man. One of them GI Joes he had was $950.
I believe it.
I said, golly, man, what was I doing opening my toys when I was a kid? Am I dumb?
He had a bunch
I'm
of
gonna go back and assassinate myself.
Transformers too.
Well, see, that it goes back to what I said before.
Hey, there'll be 2 panels empty because me and Al done killed ourselves in the future.
Exactly. Hey, you know what?
Over comic books and toys.
Now, what we would do, we would conspire like, okay, Steve, you go back and kill me, and then I
have to kill you because we done
that. Y'all sitting here talking about going back and assassinating yourselves, man. Y'all supposed to pass out when y'all see each other, like Back to the Future.
That's what I'm talking about. So
I walk by Al on the street. We be looking at each other like, man, I know him from somewhere. Oh my god!
Hilarious, man.
Oh god.
Yeah, don't let me forget I gotta send this book to you. I got a Gemini mailer. I'm gonna slap it in there and it'll be there in a couple days. You're only in Georgia. You'll get that in a couple days.
Thank you, sir.
Everything goes down to Miami, gets there in like 2 days.
Okay, cool.
So I don't think it'd be much more going up to, going north. So
gotcha. Let me show these other 2 books I got, man, right quick. And then I think that might do it because for this week, I got some new books. Actually, I got some for Comics on the Mind if he's still there.
We'll see.
I'll show that one first.
Oh yeah, I got Comics in the Mind, some books, but I'm gonna see him, so I'm just gonna give them to him live.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah, I got something for Chad too. I'll give it to him live when he's at MegaCon.
Hey, when Al was talking about the speculation and all that, Sean, all I could think about, not forget the Omega Reds, because I just got those because I knew they were cheap and it was a good deal. I didn't think he'd spec up like this, but when we went to that place, when we went to Orlando with Sean, and there was quarter books,
yeah.
while I was speculating, I was grabbing everything with a first appearance in it for a quarter. Throw it in.
Hey, quarter. Hey, that's that price point right there. A quarter and $1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been in there a while.
Okay, now
I got to show Al a little sample of what happened. Oh, nice.
That's
Dr. Doom.
For X-Men #2, Scotty Young variant. And I'm gonna go ahead and show these 2 right quick. I got this one. I posted this one on my IG page, but this one I didn't realize until I bought it at the convention, the little expo I went to. I didn't know this is Alpha Flight number 17, volume 2, and this is the first official appearance of Big Hero 6. I didn't know this was a key because I had all the other ones because it only went 20 issues, and I was always like, why can't I find 17? So, yep, That's the reason
You
why.
know why?
So I'm looking for another copy because this one's pretty clean. This one right here, I got, and I had to get it, even though I already got it. And the reason why I got, Biggie, I got Hot Rod, I've got Starscream, I've got a few loose ones too. Bruticus, I collect just the G1 stuff, but Bruticus, my brother, he doesn't know it yet. He's got 6 shot and he's gonna give that to me because it's in a box with a whole bunch of other stuff, but he don't know it yet. I got Ultra Magnus minus a few things. I just started collecting those 3 years ago, and I've been kind of slow because I collect some of everything else, Funko Pops and all that crap. But yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Hey Al, this is what I was trying to tell you about. Check this out. I went with Sean hunting, and I've got 13 copies of this because it's got the Menace in it, and it was a quarter each. So 13 issues actually cost me what almost the same price as one issue cost.
Right. And
you know what I mean? But they've been in the bins forever. No one was buying them. So I don't feel bad. I wouldn't do it to a new book. But
you know what? I wouldn't feel bad either because, I mean, if it's in the bin and it's a quarter, I'm going to jump on it if it's some kind of spec.
See, that's what I said. If it ever becomes big, I probably would never sell them, but I'll be like, whoever didn't get one, I'll be like, Al, you need one? I got one. It only cost me a quarter.
Yeah.
What's that going to hurt here?
I ain't gonna lie, part of my rant was just being salty because that Quasar 30 shouldn't be no dadgum 15.
I know
I
exactly
agree.
what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, it was full of Himalayan salt,
The worst thing is the Batman 89 and them getting them, hearing they're hot, and then taking them and telling you this book isn't cover price on the day it comes out, or we don't have any more. You know what they do? Oh, we don't have any. They're sold out.
No, it's in a short box in the back.
I'm the first one in the store. So who in the hell did you sell them to?
Yeah,
it's in a short
you
box
say they're
in the
sold
back.
out. Did you sell them before the store opened? How the hell did that happen?
Right, they sold them to like the rats that live behind the store or something. I don't know, but I know that they actually went on sale. I saw videos of people at their LCSs or visiting comic book stores where if they didn't have any in stock on the shelves, they would have them on the shelf. But like Sean said, they would have a sticker on it, maybe like $20, $25, $30. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting this book. But anyway, this is the other book I got.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
This is a super clean copy. Like the only thing that was wrong with it is y'all can't see it on the opposite side. It's got rusted staples. There's one right there.
Yeah,
How's that happen, anyways?
That I don't know, but if you were to look at this book, it is immaculate. And it looks a whole lot better than the one that I have. The one I have is a reader, but I got a hell of a price for this book. I mean, when I paid under $150 for this book.
And you got a damn deal. That's for damn sure, because that's expensive. But in a grade 3 slabbed, that book goes for $200.
Yeah.
And and a piece of the cover was in the back was missing.
Whoa.
Yep. And it still got a 3.0, but the front cover was decent, but that's why it was so low. It looked more like a 5, but still, they don't look nothing like that, man. For under 150, that's insane. Yeah. You ever come across another deal like that, and you're like, man, I really don't want to pay that? Call me. I will PayPal you the money instantaneously.
Crazy. And I'm gonna tell you, this is I shoot. This is another. I'm sorry, Sean. This is another situation where I wish I could go back in time. I wouldn't kill myself, but I would at least slap myself. The convention, the Comics Expo I went to last week, the dude had an X-Men 266. Now I already have 2 copies of that because I bought one for like I bought one for like $2 at a flea market, and the other one, I can't. It's messed up. But anyway, there was a dude at this expo. he had X-Men 266, man. It had to be, I would say, just looking at it, a 7 or 8 for $50.
Damn.
And I didn't get it. Because I already had 2 copies and I didn't want to be greedy. But you know, a friend of mine's like, "You idiot! Like you should have picked it up." Like, yeah, I should have picked it up. So
picked it up, took one of your other copies and sold it, or gave it.
That's exactly what he told me. But
you could give it to one of your friends, or sell or trade it for something you want.
I could have done that. I could have AOK somebody a copy of the book.
Yeah, somebody, because I got one, but I like the book, all right, but somebody that's in the chat right now is getting the copy I got. There's one person that's been in the chat talking a lot. Who could that be?
90.
Nope.
90.
Biggie Shack.
Biggie Shack. Yeah, I'm giving mine to Biggie Shack, and at the MegaCon, he's going to MegaCon to get it. I don't know what I did with it, but I probably got it in my damn. Man, I got so many damn AOKs. I swear to God, man, I gotta bring them in different days.
Don't worry, I got you, Steve. You got 4 days.
But the first day, like, I know I'm going to see Sean. I can bam, okay, Sean's out the way. Such and such, Jess out the way, blam, and all that.
He said, "Get to."
I'll make you a list.
I told you, Biggie, I got you that. I done sent you a picture of it. I already told you I'm giving that to you. It's already in the AOK box. I can't find it. Because it was in the damn hard plastic.
Yeah.
But I'm just like Al. I'm like, man, why in the hell would I pass up on a book sometimes and go, man, why did I do that? Man, I could have had that, and someone else might have needed it, but that's how it goes.
It's that ultimate regret, when you see something for a good price, but for some reason you passed on it. I could have gotten first Killmonger at Tampa last year, especially with the deal he was having, the percentage off. I could have gotten that. But
man, you know what I regret, Sean, was the boy who had 7, Matt, was selling the damn X-Men #2 for cheap. X-Men 2. And it was a great copy and it was cheap. He wanted to get something else. And I didn't get it. 90 told me, man, you should get that. And I didn't, man. I regret the hell out of not getting that damn book. It was right in front of me.
Yeah.
It was a good copy.
It's like they hand gifting it to you, and he's like, nah.
And I'm passing it up going.
It's like that Drake meme. He's like, nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it's. That's how, not how it's like. That's how it is. That's what I said. Damn it. Man, now I'm on the hunt for that damn book from Biggie now. I'll make sure I got it.
Yeah, Biggie, he commented. He's the only one commenting so far.
Yeah, he knows. He's seen it. I sent him a picture of the copy of it. I think with the press, it's at least in the 9s.
Yeah, we gotta make Steve a list to mark off the list. Steve, you already took care of this one, that one.
He said he gonna hop on. So let me get the championship belt ready because the champions gotta greet each other. Champions gotta greet each other. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing at MegaCon. I can't wait to meet George Perez. Like, I thought when he said he wasn't gonna do the red states after Trump got elected, I was like, damn, I missed my opportunity. Because the last time he was here, every time I went to his area, his line was capped off.
Don't worry, man. We'll go to his line first.
Yeah, we're gonna be there first.
Yeah, me and you. You're 1 and I'm 2.
Yeah, we're gonna be on there.
How can you be so dumb to and hold who you don't know who voted for who? He's holding to get some attention.
Yeah,
he might not even care about politics.
Yeah, we discussed this in the MegaCon group chat. Like even Bake went off on that. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I just don't hold that against everybody. Shit, don't matter who you
don't hold out against the fans. Yeah, that's why you're hurting the people that really want to meet you. So now I get this second opportunity. I'm not wasting. And you know who's gonna be there? I told you guys that, but you know who's gonna be at MegaCon? He's not advertised. Fucking Bruce Leroy, Time Mac, The Last Dragon. He's gonna be there. He was there last year And I didn't know until I saw a couple of cosplayers taking the picture with him. I was like, what?
And I gotta find something. Sean, I'm glad you reminded me. I gotta find something to get. They don't have no comic books of him, do they?
I can tell you exactly what to find. Go find you a pair of black and yellow Converse and have them sign them.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, my boy. Move your feet to Big Daddy
Converse.
Dude, do you realize, man? Get you a pair of Converse and have him sign them. Oh my God.
Hey, that movie wouldn't have been that. Me and Sean discussed it. It wouldn't have been nothing without my boy Sean Nuff. If he wasn't who he was, that movie could not have been that good. It just couldn't, man. He just played a perfect villain, man. He was perfect.
Every scene he showed up in, man, was just glorious, you know. That dude had the best lines, man.
With that look.
Glorious.
Where's
He's
Bruce
glorious,
Leroy?
I love when he said, "You keep your money. You just bring that sucker to the designated place.
You just bring that sucker to. You just get that sucker there.
And I'll gladly designate his ass." I love that. I love that man. Just imagine if he didn't pass away, maybe he could have been doing some cons, man. And you know how many people come dressed up as Sean Nuff? I've seen Sean Nuff cosplays, man.
I'll tell you, he was awesome in that movie. I was giving a damn.
Yeah.
And I like the little brother, and they say the little brothers ain't here no more either. The little brother was hilarious because he was so mad Bruce Leroy was getting Vanity, he couldn't even do nothing. He said, "Man, I hate my brother."
Rest in peace, Vanity. I was like, damn. I love that movie, man. I watched that so much as a kid. And the funny thing is, that was on the same VHS tape with Ghostbusters. So I finished watching Ghostbusters, go right into the last track.
Yeah. Every time, huh?
Yep.
That's what's up.
Is Biggie jumping in?
He said he's going to jump in, so he said give him a second.
I'm not going to show this book till he jumps in then.
I read him. He said he had over 200 Transformers. Like, that is insane.
Oh man, if you see his stuff on Instagram, he posted a lot of them Transformers on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I didn't,
Yeah, you gotta go back and check out some of his older posts.
Gotcha. That collecting thing, man, I'm telling you, it's like it's
an addiction.
It is.
Yeah, hey, man. And it's funny, you can collect anything, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be anything. Coins, dolls, G.I. Joes, baseball cards.
What's going on, Biggie Shot?
There he is.
What up, y'all?
What's going on, man?
What's up, Biggie?
Yo, Steve, you're tripping, bro. You sent me a picture of Gambit. Yeah.
266. That's the book you wanted, right?
Well, I mean, I would like 94, but I don't know.
If you would have told me that like a month or two earlier, I sent one to Bueller and he gave it away. I don't know who he gave it even to.
Okay, I thought you had it. I thought you had it like both of them in your hand, dude.
I had this. I got this at a little con, and they were showing all those gambits that night. And Biggie said they were flexing on me.
Yeah. That shit blew my head, dude. I didn't know we were gonna tell anybody, bro. And then
nah, it's all right. This will be yours. It's all because you know what? At the Mega Comment, I got so many damn AOK. You got so many other books I got in there. That ain't gonna matter. That's just another one. You're gonna have a pile like about that big.
Yeah.
I said, we gotta make a list so we can mark it off the sleeve.
Yeah, I can see how Stone Cold could get a little mixed up, bro. He's giving away so many big books, dude. Like,
yeah, dude. I don't have the X-Men 94. I had it in a slab. I remember, and Bueller wanted to put it in a mystery box so he could sell his mystery boxes fast. He said, if I advertise a book like that, I said, I don't care what you do.
Dude, I would have never dreamed that he would even got me that Gambit, dude. Like, whenever he showed me that, because I think he told me he had like a second Dark Side he was gonna give me and some other books. I was perfectly fine with that, dude. Like, I got
that. That's in here too.
Yeah, you don't have to put no pressure on yourself, dude.
Oh, they're already in there, dude. I see them, I get them.
I can't wait, bro.
If I can afford to get them, I get them.
Bro, that Gambit's gonna be so sweet, dude. I can't wait, bro.
That's awesome, man.
The book
Yeah, I
you're
didn't
talking
even
about,
expect to get that.
was that New Gods, Biggie? That's that book you're talking about?
Yep, New Gods 2 is second
Yeah.
Dark Side, I think.
Yeah, that I got that in your pile. It's in there.
Dude, that's a
It's
fresh
it's a
book,
good
bro.
copy too.
Yeah.
This is Stone Cold Steve, man.
You gonna be able to fan a couple of things like you got a hand, a poker hand, at least a 5 deep.
We're gonna have so much fun, bro.
Stone Cold Steve be handing out AOKs more than stunners, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know how he does it, dude. To hold all them, I think that Stone Cold just knows their comics, dude, and they come around and go around, bro.
They come around, man. I'm not kidding,
It
man.
must feel good to be able to say, yeah, I gave that out. You know what I mean? I gave that to somebody, dude. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a list. It doesn't matter, but I know somebody likes the book more than me. Like 181 means a lot to a lot of people, but it don't mean nothing to me. Hulk 271 with Rocket on it, on the other hand, you gonna have to pry that out of my dead hands. After I had Al killed me in the previous life.
You probably AOK'd that one too.
That's like, hey, I had 2 of them, and I'm giving one to Rob Worst because he didn't have one.
Look at him.
but my one I got slabbed up, I'm keeping that one. Is not going.
Ain't nothing sacred to Stone Cold, dude. I know a book. I know a book.
I don't try to give away no AOK. I keep them and put them in a separate room and don't mess with them.
I know a book he won't AOK.
Which one is? I got. I don't know what. I got a lot. I probably won't AOK.
I bet you. Oh yeah, I know one for sure though. That Amazing 14, right? Amazing Spider-Man 14.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that baby graded by CBCS. But man, they wanted to charge me $200 to grade one book.
What?
Yeah, because it's a valuable book. They look it up and they go, "Oh, that's a expensive book. You're gonna have to insure that for more money."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's grading for you.
Yeah, that's
Cookie asked about that in the chat. I remember Cookie talking about.
Oh, you got that Avengers 1 Stone Cold?
I got it somewhere. It's in the other room, I think. But I did have the Spider-Man available right out.
Oh wow, look at that, y'all. That is fucking crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That is just a stupid expensive book, bro.
Yeah, it's Stanley. It's got a COA on it, so I'm pretty sure that's his signature. So we'll see.
Where is the Kirby book? Boat's got it now?
Yeah, Boat got it this
Boat
morning.
got it now.
Dude, Boat is stoked, man. He got that book. That thing had a silver signature on it from Stan Lee,
Ooh,
and then
that's
the
sweet.
inside Jack Kirby. That's a double whammy, man. Jack Kirby. I mean, you can
The
get Stan Lee
funniest thing, we're
signature anything
driving
on there.
home and he bid it on that book. We're driving home and Steven bid it on that book.
Biggie, he said he had the box ready, the bubble wrap everywhere to send it to CBCS. He can't wait to send it off to get it verified.
Oh, I'm for sure, bro. That's probably like $1,000 book.
Oh, dude, it probably is because it's got if it comes back verified double signature from Jack Kirby. Man,
Right.
Everybody says Jack Kirby goodness and loves every cover he damn near did.
Right.
He did a lot of great covers, man. I mean, you look at a Jack Kirby cover and you like, damn, man. And Kirby was banging out covers and interior artwork for multiple titles in 1 year. You know, like he was doing it all.
Yeah, because the work is different now. You had to do it all. You know, there wasn't a whole bunch of a big old staff full of people to do all the stuff you deemed like, you know, you didn't need. He did it all, man. That's why them books are so good, man.
Man,
Bro,
look at
I
this,
wish
man. 84 something on us, man.
Where's it? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's he doing now? Who's he with?
Oh.
Who's that?
It's La Sombre.
We'll be
Oh, I
stepping on him in a month.
okay. I know that guy.
Yeah, Lasambre was saying he was on the train
We'll
on the
be
way this
stepping on him
morning.
in a month or so, man.
Dog.
All April will be us.
I was reading a reprint of Captain America 10, dude. Kirby did the cover, bro. We're talking 40s, dude. And it was murder. It was like Kirby killed that shit, dude. And then I was reading on the inside, and there was these like 2 or 3 panels that were just so spectacular, bro. I was just like, man, that's like the closest thing I got to holding a Golden Age cap is one of them reprints. You know what I mean? And
Hey, Biggie, I love your comment when we were on with when we were talking, me and you were talking to Captain Comics, and I said, "Damn, that's a beautiful golden age." And Biggie said, and I quote, "Back the F up. That shit is mine."
Yeah, if I can't find one, bro,
Biggie
like,
has laid down the gauntlet. I will take somebody out if they mess with my Cap golden
yeah,
age, 'cause
that
on your
motherfucker's
Grail list.
mine, bro. That thing is fucking clean. It's like number 67. I don't think it's Kirby, bro, but it's just woof.
But for you, it doesn't have to be Kirby. You just want golden age Cap.
Yeah, I would
Then
I
you
would hope,
graduate later on into get golden age Kirby.
right. You know, you might just get lucky and run across one, bro. Though it happens, man.
You
So,
might, because you're lucky, man. They throwing anything in your damn long boxes. They know
I
every
hope
damn
so.
big book where we're at, don't they, Sean? Oh
Yep.
shit, that's the first appearance of
Yeah.
freaking everybody. We know that. You can't get that for cheap.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
I'm
Perry's Comics in the chat.
What up, Harry?
He's up the street.
So
from me.
Biggie,
He's
did
at
he
Lowry
give a
Park.
price to you for that book? Is
He
quoted
gave
you
me a
anything?
price. It's complete. He said it's negotiable. And I said, if I can't, I said, I'll figure it out by the time MegaCon comes. If I can't find one at MegaCon that's like preferably better, complete, maybe a Kirby, maybe a little earlier.
So did he say?
That would
Did he
probably be
say
the one to do it.
condition, grade, or anything? What it looks like?
I got a couple pictures. I asked him to send me like a picture of the whole book. I would imagine it's damn near immaculate considering how old it is compared to what I'm looking for. Like I'm looking for a 0.5. It's probably like a 2.0. So
So
I'm
he's going to
probably
want a
screwing
bunch of
up.
money for it.
yeah, he could probably make way. He's doing me a favor basically.
All right, hey man, later on in Instagram, shoot me the pictures. I want to see what it looks like. I'm not
Yeah, I'll
trying
send
to
them
get
to you
it,
right now, bro.
You know, I ain't trying to get it, but you
No,
never
no.
know. I might can help you obtain it some way.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. You know, my boy DS told me that he would grab a book and let me pay for it, dude. And I almost forgot to send him some pictures of it, but I would
DS
definitely be good for
he's
it.
on my freaking AOK list, boy. He's rough, man. Him and Simeon, damn.
You're gonna love this stuff, dude. Let me send this to you real quick. Stone Cold. I wish
Man,
your name was Stone Cold on here instead.
Yeah.
On
Steve
Instagram,
Whiting.
it's just Stephen A. Whiting.
Here we go. Bang. I sent him.
All right. Oh yeah, I'll check it.
Must have had to drop out.
We lost Al, or did we just lose Biggie?
Lost Biggie. Our guys came on.
Yeah, I had a phone call to come in, and yeah, I didn't want everybody to see me, you know, talking about something I stopped in comic books. You know what I'm saying? So you know, but I'm back.
We didn't.
Cool. So Biggie, what was your opinion on the stuff we was talking about earlier with comics and life, you know, education and media and stuff like that? What's your 2 cents?
I think comic books are good for. Is my audio fucked up?
Yeah.
Let me come back.
All right.
Oh, I heard Lil Shaq got up. He's in the
Yeah, Lil
terrorize.
Shaq is awake. You know, probably heard Biggie Shaq on there. He's like, I need to be on too.
Yeah,
Is that any better?
yeah.
Yeah. I still hear it fucking up. Anyways, I feel like they're good for like expanding your mind and like calming you down. I feel like when I read a comic, dude, it's a good time to like escape from shit that might be bothering you or just take your mind somewhere else. And I do feel like it's more entertaining than like a TV show or a movie because you're using your imagination. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people are like, why don't this make sense in the comic? You know what I mean? It's a fucking comic. Like comics aren't made to make sense. It's you gotta, that's the whole beauty in it. It's your own perception of the shit. Like back before the internet, the comics would run wild with it. They would give us stories that didn't have to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because they were the creators. But now we're so critical. Like I don't even like to see when people like writers and shit get too much criticized because you never know where they may be going with it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's how I feel, dude. Like I don't know.
You made some good points. You know, I mean, it is an escape from real life. You know, we immerse ourselves with these characters and want to read their stories. And this book's that's serious. This book's that's totally fun. You know, that you, like I said with certain movies, you know, you take your brain out and you just enjoy what the story is telling. You know, and that's how I look at it. You know, it's a nice escapism to fantastical stories.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's for.
Yeah.
I keep fucking up. My fault, man.
It's all right, man.
All right.
Just best believe if it was between reading a comic book that I wanted to read and smoking some crack, you best believe I'd pick up the comic book first. So,
Yep.
I tell you what, though, they ain't cheap, bro.
Yeah.
Comic books are
Kill yourself.
all expensive, man.
Comic books are square crack.
right. But at least in the comic book, you have something to hold on to.
You have something when it's done,
It's
and you have all your brain cells too.
crack is
Hey, it's like that photo of you and the crew on that van with all the books.
Sean, so,
I'm gonna repost that, man.
hey, so hold on, Sean. Time out. So you tell me that story you were telling us was Al in the back of that and kicking people out saying you can't fit, but the comics is coming.
It was Al. Was Larry there?
It was
Larry and Matt.
And Matt. This was around October. And what happened, this dude actually gave a collection away, and it was roughly, God, I want to say about maybe 5,000-6,000 books.
Damn.
And he we went over to his house one night. I actually got off work early because it was like, oh my God, man, I don't believe this is happening. It felt like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. You got the gold ticket. Man, after we got all that stuff, Matt said, let's take a picture, man. I was like, man, I was tired as hell, man. I'm like, dude, this is some serious work. It's on our the comic halls, but I'm gonna actually post it on it's crazy, man. I'm looking at the picture right now, man. It's
Hey, but Sean, the way Sean told us, he said it was like, man, what am I gonna do? Bring these comics or bring back my boys? Man, they on nail. all I thought about was trading places when your boy had the heart attack. He's like, fuck that, turn the machines back on. Oh my God, man.
Yo, Stone Cold, did you see that cap yet?
I haven't seen it. When I get off of here, I'll check it out.
Oh, you're on
real
your
good.
phone. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm using my phone for everything. Even though I got a gaming computer that I never use, but when Bueller and them come, I'm going to ask them what it's going to take to hook up my stuff in there so I'll have so you can see a wall and stuff, because you can't see shit because all my shit's over in front of me. I have to turn around and fix this way, and I do like a damn rattle so I can show my books. Sean's always showing all them damn good-ass pictures back there, not making me jealous, and Jeff always has a nice Vampirella in the back. I got a damn fan spinning with a light.
You're wallless over there. You got like a corner of a mirror.
Yeah, I'm in the freaking corner of my freaking room.
Hey, yo, Puff, I'll say one more thing on it, dude. It's like, I like silly stuff, bro. So like Silver Age DC Superman, like when Superman catches like green leopard disease and dies from silly shit, bro. Like, I love that shit, dude.
Shit, me and Alden killed ourselves twice.
Like Batman and Superman switch powers, and they fake like Superman's a god, and bro, all them stories just crack me up, dude. Like Lois Lane, dude? Lois Lane married everybody, bro. All the mongrels. And Lois Lane would marry the devil. She married mermaids. It didn't matter, dude.
I'm
And
leaving
at one
you,
point, Superman was
for
just
the
like,
devil.
"Take her, dude. I can't stand her. She's always marrying somebody."
Yeah.
Hey, Biggie, wasn't it one where he says, he said, put her in jail and leave her there?
yeah.
Yeah. I remember that one.
His damn girlfriend, he said, lock her up.
That's some good shit, bro. We don't get good comics like that no more, dude.
No, we don't. Those are hilarious.
And you know what's funny? Because I remember I went on some site, I can't remember what it was, and we had a show on our YouTube channel, and it was like, dude, Superman has like the most covers of him actually just getting his ass kicked. I'm like, dude, what is going on? Like, there's like he getting one cover, and Biggie Shaq probably knows what I'm talking about. Like, he gets run over by a car on one, and then another one he gets shot out of a cannon and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude.
They like treated Superman like dirtbag in the day. Like, this dude gets defeated on all his covers and stuff. So
He's went up against every freaking story you could think of. He's probably the most overused character. They ran out of things to throw at him, bro. He got to a point to where he could sneeze and destroy a whole universe. So you know, it got really far, man.
Goddamn, Superman got Coronas and killed the world.
I used to love it when you see you'd always see like World's Finest, and you see Superman like he's perfectly fine, and Batman's like lynched up, and fucking Robin's getting his ass whooped, and I love that shit.
I love that World's Finest cover of Martian Manhunter just blasting the fuck out of Superman with a punch. I love that cover so much, man.
There'll be like proton rays flowing off of Superman blasting Batman and Robin running away like a bunch of pussies, dude.
Oh shit, man.
That's some good stuff, man. That's some good stuff. Superman covers back in the day. I look at them and I was like, man, it's like I'll say he be getting his ass whooped. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's Superman, man.
every cover he's getting his ass beat. Like, dude, like, you're supposed to be the strongest dude of all time.
He's the strongest dude. Yeah, he taking L's like it's a regular thing, man.
All the time, like, man. I might just have to start collecting Superman covers just for that.
Did y'all like the Christopher Reeve Superman, or am I by myself, bro? Because I feel like that was good.
He's the coolest Superman for me. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how
Yeah,
good was
he's-
Superman 2 when he was like human because he cucked out for Lois? Lois was like, I don't, you know, he wanted to be a human in 11-7 Alien, and he lost all his powers and he can't get by everybody. That shit was awesome.
I did like the last Superman. Was it the last Superman when he grabbed Batman and he said, "I remember you," and he was choking the shit out of your boy. I like that one. He said, "I remember you," and he had your boy by the throat. Your boy was through right then.
Oh, on Justice League or Batman? I forget.
It was that Superman, that last movie. It was in the movie.
Does it have to be Justice League, huh?
It probably
Was it Justice League?
Yeah,
I
Justice
think
League.
Wonder Woman was in it. I think so. Yeah, Wonder Woman was in it.
That's when they brought Superman when they brought
rose
him back.
from the dead.
Yeah, it was Justice League.
Yeah, they rose him from the dead, and then he looked at Batman, and all that shit came back. He said, "Boom!" and he grabbed him real quick by the neck. And my boy didn't have his damn super Batman. What a bad time not to have his damn suit. He jacked him up. He was a rude boy.
Bro,
He would have killed him.
I thought that was a good movie, dude.
I like that one.
I know that Steppenwolf looked kind of whack, but the rest of it was
The
pretty
rest
good.
of the movie was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it took a lot of criticism, but when I watched it, I was like, it's not bad. You know, it's pretty good.
No,
I enjoyed it
Steppenwolf
more
was
than
pretty
BVS.
good. Yeah.
you know, that movie got a lot of flack, man, because people were unfairly comparing it to like the Avengers and stuff, and it was like, you can't do that. I mean, those are two separate movies, and I liked it myself. I thought it was a pretty decent movie, but that's not the Avengers. It's like, whatever, man.
No, it ain't like the top-notch actors and all that. For sure, it's better than X-Men, by God, dude.
Oh my God, yes.
Bro.
Yeah, that's some garbage right there, man.
Which I hate. I would hope for
With that kind of budget too, Al, they come up with some garbage. With all them budgets they got for millions and millions of dollars, And you got to come up with something better than they did, man.
Well, see, my thing with Fox, all that was them cashing in on that property, man. They didn't really care about the property. When they did X-Men Apocalypse, and I have nothing against Oscar Isaac. I think outside of that movie, he's an excellent actor. But for them to just do a regular dude instead of just doing CGI's Apocalypse was an abomination. And I could never forgive Fox for doing that, man. So
they could have done better.
They could have done a lot better.
Especially if you watch the damn cartoon from the 90s. And that Apocalypse, his voice is always in my head. When I see Apocalypse or read him in the comic books, I read him with that voice.
Yeah. Apocalypse, he had that commanding voice, like, you don't do what I say because I'm Apocalypse, damn it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's crazy.
So they make him in the movies look like Ivan Ooze and shit, man. I was like,
oh, it did look straight Ninja Turtle-ish, man. For real.
I know, right? Like he a Ninja Turtle Power Ranger villain or something like that.
Yeah, as bad as they did for Apocalypse, they did good for Thanos, dude.
Oh, Thanos was just
Thanos
was off the chain.
Could you imagine?
Thanos got Captain Marvel into the universe. Uppercut.
Could you imagine the next
Wizard of Africa with a flick?
Yeah, flicked her right into the space.
But weren't they touting Captain Marvel as being like the most powerful of all of them at that time?
Yeah.
That's annoying, dude.
And she was counting herself when they were doing the, talking with the actors, and she did her, what was it? She said she did all her stunts. And they said, kind of like Tom Cruise. She said, excuse me, like me, or something to that nature. I was like, boy, golly, man, that all that politics you need to take out. You're the most strong. She said, I'm the most strongest and all that. And you fell down and got powers gifted to you, man. Just here, you're powerful.
I was nowhere, dude. You're the strongest. Okay, thank you. Who cares about the 20 years of building this franchise? You could just pop in any time. I'm the strongest. See you later.
I'm the strongest. I'm the best. That's how it is. What's the backstory? There is none. I'm just the greatest.
Yeah.
How did you get that? I just
and then they say she's the strongest, and then they gonna turn Thor fat in Endgame. I'm like, come on now, why you gotta do Thor?
And then turn Hulk into a simp. Like,
hey, my boys were so mad about Hulk that my buddy that I worked with about Hulk, what they did. He said he said Avengers Endgame sucks. He's mad because Hulk got beat up and never got to get back and got even. Get in there and get in another fight and get even.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was about to say,
go ahead.
They could let him come in at the end and got a couple of, like, one or two good licks, and then he just jump off. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't even do that.
Hey, but he was too busy under the ground, holding the ground up from smashing my boy Rocket. So I kind of like what he did. Because as soon as Rocket found out he was free, Rocket's like, I don't die, guys. I'm out. He was gone, boy.
Yeah.
Rocket hauled ass. Hey, my wife went to the movie with me on that, boy. When when all that went down with Captain America, boy, she was crying her eyes out. She don't even watch the movies or nothing. She goes, "It's so sad." I was like, "Yeah, it's sad, but it is what it is."
Did Rocket lived, right?
Yeah, Rocket always lives, man. That's his superpower. Rocket lives. Rocket does what Rob Moore says. His first rule: don't die.
They definitely pissed him off with the classic Avengers, though. You had Hulk turn into a goofball. You got Thor was a big fatty. Iron Man died. Captain America gets punked out. It's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, Captain America gets old and come on, man. And they make, what was it? What, under the water? They're saying that Submariner that was under there causing the earthquake under the water, under the sea, or whatever. So,
man,
another speculation. I'll expect that it was Submariner.
I do not want to see his ankle wearing ass, man. His ankle wings. Like,
Stone Cold, dude. I was reading that Captain America 10 I was telling you about, right? And they had Submariner, and he was I shit you not, bro. He was bigger than the submarine, and he was carrying it around. Is that like some bullshit, or like I just popped my head up, bro? Did the submarine grow? Am I wrong? Like, is that not a thing? Is the submarine don't get big?
So we can see his. Can you see his feet, Sean? There's his feet for you.
It's bigger than anything Rob Liefeld draw, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a Colin. That's a Cologne. Who is that? Gene
Cologne?
Gene Cologne.
Yeah, Gene Cologne cover. Yo, did Submariner grow or am I crazy?
Nah, to my knowledge, he doesn't.
I don't think so.
Grow.
Yeah, I don't think he grows or none of that. But why in the hell was he bigger as a submarine? I know what you're talking about.
Some pictures, bro. It messed my head up, dude. I don't know what you think, man.
Yeah, definitely post those pictures, man. I need to see.
Unless they gave him a new power set, I didn't,
I mean, it might have been some like war models and stuff. I don't know.
They always told him as the first mutant, right?
That's what I thought.
Here's a better cover of them, Biggie. With them, you talking about? I mean, Sean, you're talking about those wings on his feet.
Ankle wings, man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ankle
wings, man.
That's what allows him to fly.
Dude, I'm on now.
Propel him through the water. Propel him through the water.
is hella strong, brother. Yo, my audio is fucked up again, man. I think I'm gonna hop off here, bro.
Yeah, Biggie keeps popping in and out.
Hey,
it was great having you on, though.
Yeah. I want to say this before I go, man. Stone Cold, you're the best out there, brother. I don't know how you do it, man. I feel like we should all carry Stone Cold around on a throne. Give him a crown, brother.
That ain't gonna happen, man.
No, I'm not playing, man. When we get to MegaCon, Puff Dude and Jeff, bro, we all got to get Stone Cold a crown. Y'all feel me?
Get him a championship belt too.
I'd rather have one of them belts. That's
okay.
Stone Cold belt.
I'll make sure I bring you a belt, dude. That'll be my obligation, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Biggie, we were hoping that what's his name? God dang, that you had the beef with was signing.
Bill Adams.
Yeah, Adams. We were hoping he was signing, so we all wanted to get in line and all asked for him to sign Biggie Shaq on all of our books, 30 of us in a row.
He ain't gonna be there.
His ass blew up.
No,
he would have.
He usually did.
Hey, you must know I'm going, dude. You don't want to go because I'm going, dude. Yo, Big Al, dude, you're awesome, man. I love you on the show, bro. I think that your knowledge is very interesting, and your toy selection is dope, and your comics are dope, bro. I really appreciate you, man. Big Jeff's Comics, dude. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
That's awesome as hell, dude. And I want to say Stay Puft for last, dude, because he's the comic book world champion, brother, hunt champion. And I know what that's like, dude. I know what.
Hey, what book did he win with, Biggie?
He won with that Alvin 7, dude. Like a big. Yo, shout out to the Hunt World Champion, Big Puff, dude. I appreciate the invite. Keep inviting me, brother. I'll hop on when I can. I'm gonna go back to Daddy Daycare, yo. Take good care of that gambit for me, Stone Cold, dude. I'll be down there.
It's in the box, so I don't forget it. It'll be there. Believe it.
All right, guys, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and pussy.
Later, Biggie.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, Biggie.
Sean got that book spiking. Album spiking.
Hey, it was the first time somebody saw a book like that on YouTube. You don't see a book like Alvin shown on YouTube, so that's why people were thrown off by it, man. Hey, like, yo, I gotta vote for Sean because I ain't never seen that comic before.
Yeah. Something different, man.
Now you got to worry about somebody stealing your tactic now, man. So
yeah, someone's going to get that tactic and go, let me bring out something obscure, crazy now.
Right. Hey, it's great. It put the community on watch. And like, hey, I ain't never seen that. Now I'm gonna go look it up. You know, so people going to look for it.
Yeah, man.
And that's the thing, man. When Robert showed me that book, I was like, wow, I ain't never seen that before. And he said, it's yours. I'm like, damn, Rob, you always do this shit.
Yeah, man. Robert's a good ass dude, man. Robert is cool as hell. He will go out of his way to be on shows and all that. But when he finds out what books you want, he gets them out. And finally, Varangian Vigilante's got his box, and he can pick it up Monday. Hey, he can pick it up Monday. I was talking to him last night. I was out to eat with my wife, and I said, I'm going to get a hold of Varangian. I know it's late, but I'm going to call him anyway. So I called. I got on a video chat, and he got on there, and he was laying in his bed in his mom's house. He goes, man, I'm at my mom's. He goes, I said, what time is it? He says, it's like 12 o'clock at night. but I asked him, I said, I heard you got the box. You're going to be getting the box. He goes, man, my wife is going to stay here at my mom's. When I wake up Monday, I'm hauling ass again and get that box the first thing. As soon as my eyes open up, I'm going to get that.
He might go to sleep with his clothes on, so he ain't got to worry about getting dressed. He just gonna pull that.
No teeth brushing, no nothing. Just
no nothing. Hey, forget all that. I'm gonna be out in and out of there so fast they ain't even gonna know what hit them. But we got him a couple books last week. Actually, Cookie got him a couple books.
Yeah.
And I got him one of the main books he wants, but I ain't showed it to him. But I know he wants this book.
I think he has an inkling on what it is. You know, since we all figured it out and we said we hunt for it.
Hey, that book came up on eBay, the one we were talking about, Sean, and $215 for that book.
Wow.
Yeah, for a freaking variant modern book. I call anything after 2010. That shit should be $4. No more. Mm-hmm. So Al, now that we've killed each other 3 times and we only got 7 lives left, we can't do this no more.
Right. we have to tread carefully from this point forward, because anything else is just going to wipe us out of existence on every alternate universe that we live in. So
man. Not the alternate universe.
Everybody, like every universe that we're in, it's gonna just take us all out. So
not the alternate universe.
Yes,
I think those alternate universes is when you get deja vu. I think you're like, hey man, I've done this before, but I might be doing it somewhere else in that alternate universe.
That's Groundhog Day. That's Bill Murray, man. When you keep waking up on the same damn day, dealing with the same situations.
Hey man, yeah, they did a commercial on Super Bowl.
I love that shit.
It was a awesome. Jeep commercial.
Yeah, he was like, screw it. He would just run people over and just do anything.
Yeah, he would get up and do something different every day.
Yeah, every day he was like,
with the ground, do something. That was awesome, man. I love that.
Oh shit! So Jeff, man, we ain't heard much from you. What you doing, man?
Not much, man.
You need to bust out one of them boxes that you don't know what's in it, so we can go through it. Look at him; he's looking up there.
Could do that.
Which one? I've got a whole bunch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Only thing Jeff knows for sure he's got is Vampirella. Everything else is I don't know, but it's probably in that box.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey Jeff, a Vampirella 1 came on eBay, a good copy. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cheap. It's probably gonna sell way high like the last one. So I was watching it, but I forgot about it. And I go back and I looked at the sold price. It was probably about a 7 or 8 in that area. $342.
Oh, that's not bad.
Shit, not bad. It was good as you can get on there, boy. The last one was $715.
Yeah, but that's better than what we were.
It was a better book. It was a better book than the one you seen down there.
Yeah. Well, I can show off the Hialeah AO case that he get, like this one.
Yeah, Hialeah. We can't for the life of us find out why that book's graded 7, Sean. For the life.
Yeah, me either. And Hialeah told me it's been pressed, it's been all that stuff's already done, and I can't. The life of me, I can't figure out why it's a 7.
What happened?
Well, I got there at 1.
Yeah, it's a 7. I
guess we can't figure out. Yeah, we can't figure out because me and Steve are looking at the cover, looking all over it. I don't see why Except for there's a little ding on the bottom, but it's not a big ding on it anyway. Like slight on the bottom right here. Like there's a small little, like right there. But since the light's so damn bright, you can't see it. But there's a slight ding.
Very
right
slight. Yes, for sure. Not a 7-0, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Then this. Yeah. Vampirella 25. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, Hialeah has a drawer full of slabs that he can A-OK at any time. A drawer, a whole drawer, like 20 of them in there. What do you think I should give or do for such and such? I'm like, crap, man. He's just thumbing through all
a whole drawer.
A whole drawer. That long.
That's where he got these from.
He says, so what do you want, Jeff? He goes, you want this? Jeff goes, yeah, that's nice. He goes, oh, I got another one. Want this one too? Just like he's got 10 Vampirellas in there.
And then we went to the con, and then everybody helped out with this. So that's
amazing, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome that the community can help you with your A-OK.
Yeah.
With your grail.
Yeah.
But hey, he just said that it's like a half A-OK because everybody chipped in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody got a little part of it.
Yep.
Hey,
this part.
This I can't wait to get this signed by Perez.
Sean, I guess your grail really at the moment is FF52.
FF52. I'm definitely gonna look for Conan 24, first full Red Sonja.
You'll be able to get that. That'll be there. There was 2 or 3 at that last con.
I know, because Jeff, what's the name? Javi did his video on his story, and I saw it right there. I was like, that Conan 24.
Damn, if I'd have known you was really needing that, we could have got that. It wasn't even that much.
If we knew it, I would have got it for you, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get a bunch of you said a bunch of the artists are gonna be there, so I'm gonna get this thing signed and like them draw in the nice little red cover here, like have them sketch in there a little bit or something. So,
so how many? What do y'all say is the top? The going to be the worst line at MegaCon? Is it going to be Jim Lee? Or is it going to be Perillo, or all of them just going to be bad? Probably
all of them are going to be bad, man. Perillo's going to be pretty bad for sure because everybody's thinking Perillo's hot. Carla Cohan probably are going to be another one. Jim Lee, Scott Snyder, all those lines are going to be bad, and Donnie Cates is going to be there too. So a bunch of those lines are going to be pretty bad.
When me and Sean was there last year, man, Sean was up not too far in the Capullo line. That should have been a big line too. Yeah, I was able to get in that line and go through.
It didn't get big until later. Remember, I got there early, so I was right there up front.
Yeah. That's where I first met you.
That's it. When me and Jeff was on Perillo's line, it wasn't that long. Like we was in the back, but it didn't take long for us to get to the front.
Well, yeah, because we were bullshitting with each other, so it didn't feel like long.
I gotta look and see what Perillo covers I got.
It's the same with Art Germ. It was the Art Germ line that me and Jeff were in. Art Germ line wasn't bad. I thought it was gonna be bad, but I was like, as long as we're together, we just talk it up a storm, and then
you got somebody with you. It's cool. That's what we should do. Is when we do gotta go to get signatures and all that, go in 2s and 3s. Whoever wants something of the same guy, and that way you can bullshit through the line too. While you,
I know. Boat wants Perillo, so Boat wants Perillo. I want to Carla Cohan, so that they're right next to each other. So I'll go with Boat when he goes to Perillo, and I know Sean probably wants another Perillo cover signed.
Man, Sean's going to LeVar Burton first and foremost.
Yeah, first and foremost.
George Perez will be Thursday first. Burton don't come till Saturday.
Yeah. Me and you are going to be George
Bruce
Perez.
Leroy.
Yeah. Perez.
I got to find something. Forget Bruce. I want Bruce Leroy to sign something. My brother loves Bruce Leroy. I hope he's got prints or something around there, Sean, or something.
You probably do.
Just a
He
photo,
probably,
even just a photo of him or whatever.
Yeah, Palito surprised the hell out of me though. Palito was supposed to be there last year, and something came up. So.
Yeah, well, he's here this time.
Yep. Hope he
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
back out. I'm crossing my fingers. I hope he doesn't back out. Yeah.
Got
So
Perillo all 4 days.
But you know it's gonna be a big ass booth. You know he's gonna bring his whole Lady Death booth with him. You know that freaking booth is.
Yeah, that's why there's a couple of artists in there.
Who
Yeah.
drew that?
Got-
Who drew that Harley Quinn, Sean? Who draws that? Because I got that book, I think.
Which one? This?
Right, that one right there.
This one?
That one. Damn, I don't have that one because that's got a freaking go. I got the regular one, the real one. That's
Talking
like
about another
variant.
one then.
But hey, that Louis Perillo, I think I got one of those. I might have one of those Venoms. I'm gonna look and see.
And then you know Bolt's looking for that Conan for that Perillo. I know at Yancey Street South they have a couple of copies of that one.
I know I'm gonna meet Greg Horn. I missed
Yeah.
him last year.
Dude,
Oh,
dude,
Greg
he
Horn-
was
I'm talking about
cool as
this-
hell.
Yeah.
Are you talking about this one, Steve?
No, it was the one you went to before with Harley and Joker, but he's got a skull on his face, and I had the original.
Yeah,
copy.
that's the
Yeah, it's like a
that's the
variant.
deceased cover, Zombie King
Yeah.
deceased.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was at Tampa. Remember, we saw him at Tampa.
Yeah.
Sudam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where I got some prints
Yeah.
from him. Got Jeremy Clark, Lady Death, Jen Bloom, Rumon.
So you know this book's gonna be filled with autographs.
Hey,
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
Sean, is California Blend going to be on
Next week.
This next week?
Next week show.
Next week show on this show though.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Damn.
Mhm.
And I know Fuchsia said that she's available because she got off next weekend, so her and Soldier might be on the show too.
That'd be
cool.
awesome.
That'd be awesome.
So I'm hoping that everything works out, for next week.
Yeah. I hope nothing scheduling messes her up or nothing.
Because I know this weekend she was supposed to be today, but they having a little TV movie festival in her school. She forgot about it, so pushed it back to next week.
That's cool. Yeah, I can't wait to get these things graded and see what they come back as. This one, I say at least a 9.8, man. Honestly, Thorough kept it pretty decent, so I think at least a 9.8.
At least a 9.8. You hope for a 9.8.
I hope for
Yeah.
a 9.8, yeah.
9.6.
Yeah, 9.6.
Yeah, because
9.6,
you never know what's on the inside, boy. You never
Right.
know what some dummy did.
Right. Dude, there's a shit ton of Lady Death people and Zombie Tramp.
They
The two
always
both
there.
the guys from- Yeah.
She's gonna be there. I'm gonna meet her again. I saw her at the Orlando Touring Comic Con. She
Yeah,
asked me specifically.
she's in Georgia. She's where she lives in Georgia, where where Al's from. Like the area, not the area, but she's in Georgia.
But yeah, I'll definitely meet her again because she was nice.
She's really nice, man. I think I met her last year with Art Germ and everybody. So
yeah, she was there with Art Germ and stuff.
And they were all in a row too. It was pretty funny.
There's a lot of good artists going to be there. Holy crap, man. The show went off the chain from nothing to everybody, didn't it, Sean? Like in a month.
Yeah. That's a good thing because I always say, I'm like, I need to see these comic book creators. Like the celebrities is fine, but
yeah, you can
I need
keep
to see
the
these
celebrities
comic
if I have to pick between them and them. I'm picking them.
Yeah. I want the comic book creators.
But for sure,
I'm gonna go through that list. I'm gonna get on the MegaCon website and go through that and look and see what books I got and what I really want to get.
Yeah, so I know for sure Thursday I'm getting signatures. If all these artists are going to be there on Thursday, I'm going to try to get all the signatures Thursday, and then
that'd be the best day
Friday,
to do it.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, and then also we can send anything you want to send away to CGC or you've got a witness. You can send it right off if you want.
Yeah.
I'm also going to try and get a sketch done
Oh yeah, me too. I wanted to do that too. I'm not sure who though.
I'd like to go for lower tier artists.
Yeah, me
even
too.
though I got the Stealth Fleas one. But if it's a reasonable price, I'll definitely go for a sketch. Because I got a blank variant of Spider-Man. I want to get a Spider-Man Mary Jane done together.
Carla Cohan's not cheap either, man. I looked at
No.
I looked at her prices, man. They ain't cheap. For a full body sketch, it's freaking man. A full body, I think it was like $1,000. Like for a full body,
really?
Yeah, like 1,000 and something, some change, I think.
Man, I could get 10 Boatwright sketches for that, or more.
Hey, I can't wait for whatever sketch he comes with, because I know he said he got something planned for me.
Yeah, he got something planned for you and Javi. He says, and I joked around with him because he's looking for something to get Steve. I go, just draw him another picture. He goes, man, I got way too many stuff to draw right now.
Just draw.
He's got a lot.
Just draw a picture of Steve AOK and somebody. It'd be that'd be great.
Hey, we got Javi something today. Me and Bo.
Oh, that's cool.
Something not comic book related, but something we know he likes. He's gonna like it. But I can't say it because Javi could watch the playback. You know, Javi, he don't play. He might be in the chat lurking.
He
like
was in the chat for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man, NYC met Jenny Frison.
Oh man, I wish Frison would come to freaking Orlando Comic Con. Honestly, that'd be kind of cool. Well, we never know.
I would bust out my hack and slash and get it signed and then regraded.
Hey, I'll be back, guys.
Okay. Yeah,
that would be cool, you know.
Yeah.
Jenny Frison.
Yeah, I get this Vaporella signed by her.
Yep. You get you a Vampy sign.
Yeah. You get your first her first work signed.
Yeah, get that. Damn sure we get that signed. I just wonder what. I know I got some Perillo covers. I got to see what I got.
Yeah. Well, I know Jim was looking for that Conan Perillo, and I know, Yancey Street South on my side has a copy. I'm not sure how many copies, but he had one slabbed and one unslabbed. So if he doesn't want to pay shipping, I can always hit up that up there and grab him back.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I just got to go up to the shop. I haven't been up to that shop in a while. That's my side shop. I haven't been up to that shop in a good minute.
Heck yeah, man. I gotta go through my books, see what I want to get graded and all that still.
Yeah, so we'll do all that Thursday. But Thursday, it's like they don't open the con until like 4:00. So
yeah,
so I know I'll be at your house bright and early, man, because since Miss G wants to make everybody breakfast.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll do it. I don't know what she'll do, but
yeah,
maybe, probably, because she'll be settled in after Tuesday.
Yeah, because I'll be at work Wednesday, but Wednesday night, right when Wednesday night get off, I'm gonna be calling you, messaging you up at like early as hell.
Yeah, Wednesday. So yeah, you'll be ready to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep. I'll be messaging the hell out of you, going, "Hey, Steve, I'm up. Well, I'm coming over."
Yeah, you better not come over too early. You'll be sitting out in that car.
Yeah, I won't.
I'll be like, "Oh man, he did it again."
I won't do that. But I know all of you guys are there. I'll just call. All right, Steve. I'll be around like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Ryan Brown ain't gonna be there. I could have got that signed.
Yeah. Well, you never know. We still got a month to go, so you never know. They'll keep on adding people.
Man. Who draws this? Do you know who draws this?
Not sure, actually. Actually, I can check. Actually, I have it over here somewhere.
Deceased one variant cover. I just wondered if it was Perillo, he would probably sign it on the cover, and I don't see it signed.
Yeah, no. Perillo's thing would have. Hold on. Let me go find one of Perillo's things, and I'll tell you right now.
You gonna be on the show tonight with
Robert.
Robert G?
Yeah. Yep. It has the if it's a Perillo, it has Perillo right below it, right about here. Oop, right about there.
Yeah, I don't see it nowhere on there. It's all good. I know I got something for Perillo. I know.
Yeah, you
gotta
probably
have
got a couple. I won't doubt it, man. You probably got a couple of things from Perillo. But this for sure, I'm gonna get Carla Cohen to sign it for sure. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have a crap ton to slab, maybe, but I think I'm gonna slab the two most important things. And this one I can wait, or not even slab. I don't know.
What, the Evil Ernie 1?
Evil Ernie 1 and Evil Ernie 2 for sure are getting slabbed. But this is a limited to 300, so I don't know if I should get it. If I get her to sign it, should I get it to slab it?
Yeah, if you get it witnessed,
Yeah.
you'll have to send it off right away, or they won't do it.
Yeah, or then I have to go through the other one. You see what Chad's saying on the chat?
I can't see the chat.
Chad's asking, well, after I get my ultimate grail, what's my next? What's after Vampy? What's my next one?
Yeah, what is on your list besides Vampy?
Let's see. I wouldn't mind getting. What was it? Oh. Actually, that's actually a good question.
Yeah, because once you get that knocks,
Yeah.
Your main one is Vampirella, now Lady Death's your second.
Yeah.
Who's third?
Mm,
It might have a grail.
yeah. Well, third would be first Howard the Duck would be pretty cool. That would be a third. Yeah, third. Howard the Duck's one of my favorite characters too. So first Howard the Duck wouldn't be too bad. Swamp Thing. Yeah. And wait. There's Dracula's daughter. Robert showed me that damn book. Now I want that one too. You're gonna have a house full of people, man, Steve.
Well, Hialeah said him and Javi are gonna get a room. He said they got a room.
Okay.
So that's frees up a lot of room.
Okay. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, so
But
if they got a room.
We're all
frees up some stuff.
Yeah, but we're all meeting at your. Or are we all meeting at yours, or are we
not
meeting
if they are in Orlando?
Right. But I'm meeting you at your house. I know that much.
Yeah, because it would have been. I would have had to see what room I had. If not, and you might have had to. We might have had to take 2 cars.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to end the show right now because I got something came up. So
no problem. We got almost 3 hours in again, so we all good. And we got Silver Age Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah. And that's another 2 hours or an hour.
Sorry about that, guys. I had a call that I had to take. So
you're good.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready to end the show. So, I just want to thank all you guys for showing up. We had a great topic, great discussion today. Everybody in the chat, 90 Geeky GMT, Biggie Shack for showing up. John's Comics for Kids. Thanks everybody for showing up on the show today. It was awesome. We had some great stuff to talk about, and it was a blast. So I know Jeff. What you got to promote coming up.
Well, I got Robert's show later tonight. The Comic Books with a Hook show with Robert Galvin, and then I got Silver Age Sundays with all of you guys. Then I have Extreme Nerd Table with Tim and why can't I remember his name right now? Randall, and then Marco, and I got a CTW coming up. That's all I got coming up.
Awesome. You know, I know Steve. He's gonna be on Silver Sundays with us tomorrow. You know, definitely look forward to that. You know, we'll definitely get some more MegaCon talking. And I know Al, whenever he gets a chance, he'll pop in on the show. If he's not working on Saturdays, he'll pop in. And we need to get the Comic Call. You know, whenever y'all come back, man, just make sure y'all advertise that. I'm gonna share the hell out of it.
Well, we gotta come back first, sir. But
Yeah, I know. Well, when y'all get ready to come back, you know, make sure it's advertised.
You'll be the first to know, and hopefully we can get back on the scene soon. But until that time comes, it's a pleasure being on with you all. So this is most definitely a welcome addition to my yeah. So I'm glad to be here.
And guys, I'll be on Silver Age Sundays tomorrow. And also, if you haven't checked out Today's the Last Day for my 300 subscriber giveaway, go check out that video. And if you want in on it, just comment you want in. And, you know, that's all you got to do. And I'll do the random drawing tomorrow. So definitely check that out. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend. This is Stay Puft 1983 signing out. Peace, everybody.